What's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. DAZN. We in the building. Let's get it, bruh. Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. Let's make the fight happen next. Enough with the talking. It's time to put up or shut up. Now, Teofimo Lopez, he did an interview yesterday, and he said he wants Devin Haney next. Teofimo Lopez said he wants to end Devin Haney's career. So let's make the fight happen. What is stopping this fight from happening next? Teofimo Lopez, he's fighting his mandatory, George Kambosos Jr. You're getting your mandatory out the way. Matter of fact, you could have made the Devin Haney fight happen before George Kambosos. Your manager, David McWaters, came out on record and said you had time to make that Devin Haney fight. So, let's stop with the games, man. I respect all fighters. I respect Teofimo Lopez. He shocked the world. He beat Lomachenko. I respect what he did. As the underdog in that fight against Vasily Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez shocked the world. So I'm here to give that man his credit. But let's make the best fights happen for the fans. What do the fans want to see? What do we talk about every day? Which fight? Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez is one of the biggest fights in boxing. Let's give the fans what they want. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, they got history. They sparred each other years ago. They've been having a back and forth. They've been having this beef. So I don't want to hear from Teofimo Lopez saying Devin Haney needs 3 to 5 years, because sometimes he says, I want to fight Devin Haney. Then he says, I want to go fight Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. Bob Arum said that fight won't happen. Bob Arum came out and said the fight won't happen, bro, with Josh Taylor. Coco the Don in the building. What up, Don? How you feeling?
Man, we straight. Let me get my audio set up real quick one time for you.
For sure. The biggest fight in boxing. Undisputed. For all the belts, all the marbles. This will leave no doubt on who's the undisputed champion. Some people believe that Teofimo Lopez must fight Devin Haney to be undisputed because Devin Haney got the WBC world title. Everybody hit the like button. Who wants to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez next? Put one in the chat. Type in one in the chat if you want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. Let me give a special shout out to everybody in the chat. My brother Don Zebe in the building. What's good, Don Zebe? Danny the Great representing Oakland, the hometown of Devin Haney. Rob 87 in the building. What's good, Rob? Salute. My boy B. Sabrina. So we got Sabrina in here. What's good, B? Sabrina, what's good? Okay, Coco fell off. Hopefully we can get Coco to Don back on the panel. Who else we got up in here? Boxing Underboss, MMA champ. Everybody go subscribe to Coco to Don boxing channel. Support Coco to Don. Everybody go subscribe to Underboss Boxing TV. Let's make the fight happen. Enough with the talk. Get the smoke in the building. Get the smoke. Let's go. Lopez did an interview. Teofimo Lopez did an interview yesterday. He said he wants Devin Haney next. Teofimo Lopez Sr., he came to this platform right here, and he told us if we don't get Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez,
we got big dog status.
We want to fight Devin Haney next. So now it's time to make this fight happen. Get the smoke in the building representing Oakland, the hometown of Andre Ward, the hometown of Devin Haney. Let's go. Coco the Don. What do you think about Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez?
Yo, it's your boy Coco the Don, and you know it's East Oakland, California. You know what I'm talking about? DHP Promotions. Yeah, Devin Haney, the best lightweight in the world. You know what I'm saying? And Teofimo Lopez is ducking. If anything, it's all cap. You know what I mean? He just wants the fame off of the Haney name. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Haney.
Sure. So when Teofimo Lopez He says he wants to fight Devin Haney next. He said that he wants to end Devin Haney's career. What's your thoughts on that? Like his dad came to this platform and said, we will fight Devin Haney next if we don't get the winner of Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor. Bob Arum is on record saying the winner of that fight must fight their mandatory. So, I mean, what do you believe at this point?
Well, the key word is if. He said if we can't get that Ramirez fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe he wants to fight. And if he does want to fight, he's not going to end Devin's career. Devin Haney's going to make him look real stupid in that ring because Devin Haney's too slick, too sharp, and untouchable.
Okay. So with that being said, Teofimo Lopez says a lot of things. One day he said he wants to fight Ryan Garcia. Then he says Devin must prove himself. I heard Teofimo Lopez's dad said Devin Haney must fight against Nakatani first, Richard Coleman, and then we'll fight him. So what's your thoughts when you hear him say that? Like, Devin needs to do this first, then we'll fight him. They really don't say, we'll just fight him next. It's always Devin got to do this, then we'll fight him. What's your thoughts about that?
Well, I always feel like they're always trying to make it so Devin Haney has to do this and do that when, they're just trying to stall the fight when, they're both at the prime of their career. Why should we prolong the fight? Let's get this fight out the way. And if it's a good fight, we could get a rematch, a trilogy. We never know. Why do we have to wait for people to, fight another person? You got Teofimo Lopez got the titles, and then, Devin Haney has the WBC title. So if he's real about it, put it together. You know what I'm saying? So we can have an undisputed. And, all it is just like clickbait, as they say in the internet. It's just clickbait. You feel me?
So when Teofimo Lopez says, I want Devin Haney next, do you believe it?
I don't believe it, H. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. It's all cap in my eyes. I've been watching this man cap. They're, just talking about he wants to do this and wants to do that. If anything, instead of the Cambosis Jr. fight, he should have been fighting us.
So you're pretty much saying that this Devin Haney fight could have happened already. The Devin Haney Teofimo Lopez fight should be happening right now. Is that what you're telling the fans?
That's what I'm telling the world.
Okay, break it down for the people. Break it down.
Well,
because
the smoke has been brewing. The smoke has been brewing before the pandemic. The smoke has been brewing from their younger days. The smoke has been there. But the only one that I feel wants to smoke is Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez don't want that smoke because it's a difficult fight for him. The stylistic matchup, it doesn't work out for him.
Absolutely. And Coco, now, so I've been getting calls, people telling me Lopez wants Haney now. Lopez wants Haney. What y'all gonna do? Are you gonna make the fight happen? I'm hearing some people say Devin Haney must petition to fight Teofimo Lopez if he really wants that smoke. What do you have to say to that?
That's fine. We're ready. That's okay. All, Devin Haney is ready to fight anybody at any time. Devin Haney has no problem with the smoke. No problem with the smoke. Devin Haney is the most feared man in the lightweight division. Facts.
And what is it about Devin Haney that these fighters fear, Coco? What is it? Is it his boxing skills, his IQ? What is it about Devin Haney that's giving these guys second thoughts about fighting him?
The IQ, the unpredictable style, which is, underrated power, in and out, very difficult to time. His footwork is impeccable. His lateral movement, the way he parries shots, it's a throwback. He's a fighter that you have to enjoy watching if you enjoy the sweet science. And that's what it is, the sweet science. And at the end of the day, it's hit and not get hit. And Teofimo Lopez does get hit, and Devin Haney doesn't.
And at the end of the day, I think that Devin Haney could win it on points and could probably hurt Teofimo Lopez.
For sure. So let's get to some of the comments. Shout out to Get the Smoke. Get This Smoke, representing Oakland, California, the hometown of Devin Haney, the hometown of Hall of Famer Andre Ward. Get the Smoke said, T.O. should have no problem fighting him for millions if Haney is a bum, like some say. Like, y'all been calling Devin Haney such a bum, but you want $10 million to fight him. You're calling him a bum, but you want your biggest payday to fight Devin Haney. What does that tell you, Coco? He can't be that much of a bum if you want $10 million to fight him. You want your biggest payday to fight him. So he got to be some good. Devin Haney got to bring something to the table. Oh, Coco fell off. Yeah, I agree with you, Get the Smoke. If Devin Haney is such a bum, like people been saying, why not just fight him and get your biggest payday and get him out the way? Why not do that? Nobody else wants to fight Teofimo Lopez. I don't hear Ryan Garcia calling out Teofimo Lopez. I've never heard Gervonta Davis call out Teofimo Lopez. It takes two to tangle. It takes two to tangle. Now, Devin Haney said he wants to fight Lopez. Let's make it happen. It's going to make a big fight. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make your biggest payday. Nothing should stop this fight from happening. I don't want to hear, I want to fight Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. I don't want to hear nothing else about no other fighter. The only fight we want to see is Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Because Teofimo Lopez called out Devin Haney first. And when Devin Haney accepts the fight, Devin Haney, he wants to smoke. Now you don't want to fight him, but you call him out first. It's like once Teofimo Lopez, he beat Lomachenko, he started talking about doing other things. He started talking about fighting other people. He wants to fight against Ryan Garcia. Let's go to see what he said. Now, the inconsistencies, bro. We don't know what to believe as fight. Let's go to see what Teofimo Lopez been saying, what Bob Arum been saying. Let's go listen. Let's go check it out. Start off
as
with
you look
this
around
right here.
the landscape. What's the next hill to climb? I don't know that there's an obvious one. So what do you do next?
What do I do next? I mean, there's so many more belts to collect in all the other divisions. So what I look forward to doing is setting a bigger goal, and that is to become undisputed world champion at 140 pounds and be the first fighter in the 4-belt era to become reigning undisputed world champion in 2 weight classes back to back.
As you can see, they asked him, what do you want to do next after he beat Lomachenko? Teofimo Lopez said, I want to go to a different weight class. He didn't say Devin Haney's name. If he really wanted Haney bad, he would be saying, I want Devin Haney next. So we can leave no doubt with the fans. So we can know who's the best. They got a history with each other. If Devin Haney was a nobody, why did you call him out in the first place, Teofimo Lopez? Why did you do all those interviews? Oh, I beat Devin Haney up in sparring. I'm better than Devin Haney. Every time. Go look 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Every time Teofimo Lopez did an interview, he was calling out Devin Haney. Now you won't even call him out. Now you don't want to fight him. Now you want to do something else. Keep that same energy you had before. Keep the same energy. You said you wanted Haney. Well, Haney wants you. Let's make it happen. I don't want to hear shit about moving up to 140. Bob Arum says you're not going to get the fight with Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor. That fight is out the door. Bob blocked that fight. Bob is mad at Teofimo Lopez. He won't give him that fight. So what you're going to do? What you going to do next? You going to wait to fight another mandatory like you did for George Kambosos? Now, if people saying, oh, I heard some people tell me like, yo, Devin Haney needs to knock out Jorge Linares if he wants the Teofimo Lopez fight. I'm like, yo, it's always a stipulation. It's always something extra added to it. He always got to do something extra. Come on, man. We want to see the Devin Haney Teofimo Lopez fight anyway. I'm saying we want to see that fight anyway. Say if Devin Haney beats Jorge Linares, he dominates him, but he doesn't knock him out. We still want to see the damn fight. it's still going to be your biggest payday. Either way, man, let me see what they got to say. SSB in the building. SSB 28. He said, Haney. We in here. We want that smoke. What up, though? Dury Jones. What up, Aki? Salam alaikum, my brother. He said, hop on the panel. AB. Abby, join the panel. Yo, it's a free smoke link. It's Free Smoke Friday. Come on, man. Let's give the fans what they want. Tio, the pressure is on you, man. Teofimo Lopez been feeling the pressure from the fans. I like Teofimo Lopez. He's a good fighter, bro. He's a great fighter. He shocked the world when he beat Lomachenko. He was the underdog. I give him his credit. He took less money to take that Lomachenko fight, and he did what he had to do. He shocked the world. He shocked the world as the underdog against all odds. Teofimo Lopez. Got to give the man his credit. But what you going to do next? What you got to do next? You're still a young fighter. So many big fights left in your career. You just getting started, bro. You only got 16 fights in. You got to fight all champions. What made Marvin Hagler such a great fighter? Rest in peace, Marvin Hagler. That he fought everybody. Marvin Hagler fought everybody. From Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Roberto Duran, John the Beast Mugabe. He fought them all. Now, Tio, you got to fight them all, baby. You got to fight Devin. Let's make it happen. Danny the Great in the building. What's good, Danny? Rob87 says, smoke. Let's see what Abby got to say. Because, the link is in the chat. If you know what I'm saying, you want to join the panel, you can always join the panel. He said, Tio got the best resume at 135. He said, only to win as underdog. He said, to the hate is real. Yeah, he was the underdog. I just gave him credit. But you still got to do more, man. That's not enough. He got to clear out his whole weight class. Look at Muhammad Ali's resume. You talk about resumes. Muhammad Ali beat Sonny Liston, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Kid Norton, Ron Lyle, Ernie Shavers. You understand me? He beat up. You know what I'm saying? He beat Archie Moore, Bob Foster, Muhammad Ali beat them all. Everybody. That's what makes Muhammad Ali the GOAT. That's what makes Muhammad Ali the greatest of all time. You got to fight everybody. You still got a champion in the weight class, Devin Haney. And Devin Haney got the WBC world title. There's a lot of people that believe Devin Haney's the real WBC champion. You got to leave the people with no doubt on who's the best. Undisputed means that it's undisputed that you're the champion in your weight class, that there's no dispute. There's clearly a dispute in the lightweight division. 50% of the people say Devin Haney is the real WBC champion. 50% of the people believe Teofimo Lopez is an undisputed champion. How do we fix this problem? Which is the only way that we settle this problem is in the ring, when they step in the ring and fight each other. That's the only way. If not, it's always going to be a debate. It will never be undisputed when you got Devin Haney with another belt. Let's make the fight happen. Lopez, you said you wanted Haney. You said you wanted to fight him. Now you got to stand on it. Now the pressure's on you to make the fight happen. We got Coco the Don back. What's good, Coco the Don?
Yeah, I'm back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're touching a lot of nerves, H. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't like to hear that kind of talk, because at the end of the day, nobody is downgrading Teofimo Lopez. We will celebrate everything that he did and accomplished. But the career doesn't stop there. His career should go on and fight big fights. And what's the biggest fight on the platter? The biggest fight on the platter is the undisputed. Isn't that what everybody needs? Clarification, identification of who is the best.
I agree with you,
H, I'm getting another call. Hold on, H. I'm not going to go nowhere. I'm getting another call, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm busy.
Shut up, I got you. Oh, he said, can I join Jose? Come on, Jose. Join the panel. I dropped the link in the chat. Absolutely, you can join. Everybody can join. Everybody's welcome here. Teofimo Lopez fans, welcome. We respect Teofimo Lopez. We just want the Devin Haney fight because Theo said he gonna give it to us. You know what I mean? So let me see what 24 Geezy got to say. My boy Geezy's. Let's see what Geezy got to say. How's my audio, y'all? Hit the like button, everybody. Steven, I see you, my boy Steven. 24 Geezy said the guy Lopez talking about fighting even said he's not undisputed. And that's he said, and that he needs to fight Haney, then gonna cry, talking about he hates people disputing him. Oh, yeah, that's Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is the guy that Teofimo Lopez said he wants to fight. And Josh Taylor said, you're not undisputed until you fight Devin Haney. So the guy that Teofimo Lopez is calling out, Josh Taylor said, you must fight Devin Haney first. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Bubba? So we got Jose in here.
Yo, what's up?
What's good, Jose? How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man.
What's
I'm
good, Jose?
I just want to say that what you're saying is all facts and shit. Like, how you gonna say that you want someone, but yet you have but yet you want to go to 140 for undisputed, but yet you're over here calling out, oh, Devin Haney this, Devin Haney that, oh, he's a bum, this and that. Like, what?
I agree, bro. He wasn't saying that 3 years ago when he was calling Devin Haney out in every interview. You know what I mean? Back then, you wanted to fight Devin Haney so bad. Now it's like he did a complete 360. Now you don't want to fight. Now, I mean, he did an interview yesterday, to be fair. He said he want to fight him. He said, I want to end Devin Haney's career if I can't get the Josh Taylor fight. They already said you won't get the Josh Taylor fight. Yo, promoter Bob Arum said Josh Taylor got mandatories. So that fight ain't going to happen. So you need to focus on fighting Devin Haney. His father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., came here and said, if we don't get the Josh Taylor fight, we want Devin Haney next. So that we know the Josh Taylor fight ain't going to happen. Josh Taylor said you need to fight Devin Haney first if you want to be undisputed. So it leads to only one fight, and that's Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. And that's what Lopez wanted in the very beginning. That's what he said he always wanted. So now give the fans what we want. Now we want that fight because you talked about it. Now he got to deliver, bro. The pressure's on.
H, you're breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit, H.
Oh, go ahead, take over. Y'all take over. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. No, go ahead. I can't see your name, Jose. Go ahead, Jose. Cook.
All right, look, yo, bro. This is another thing that bothers me about Lopez. He claims he's undisputed, right? All right. Look, he claims he's undisputed. I get it that the president said all that because he has the franchise belt, he's undisputed. But the thing is that if you go online, you go to the IBF website, you go to the WBA website, you go to the WBO website, it says that Devin Haney is champion. But the thing is that how you want to say that he's undisputed, but yet these other organizations are saying that Devin Haney is the champion. Like that's the thing that gets me upset. It's just like, bro, like you are not undisputed.
That's right. You know, at the end of the day, when you got somebody like Teofimo Lopez that is a now decorated champion, and what we must acknowledge that, and we must acknowledge the fact that he is the one to make the decision because obviously he's in control of the situation. So when you got Devin Haney, that free smoke, that wants that free smoke, how bad is it going to look on his career when it's obvious that a fighter is right there ready for the shot and you're not going to give him the shot? Yo, that's going to look bad. It's going to look real bad.
For real.
What I sound like now, Coco?
You sound good, H.
All right, let me know once you
Yeah.
start doing that. So yeah, man. I mean, Teofimo Lopez did an interview yesterday saying he wants to fight against Devin Haney. So now he got to be held accountable. You know what I mean? He got to be held accountable. He got to deliver. I mean, what's next for Teofimo Lopez, Coco? If Josh Taylor is not available, if Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, they're not going to fight you next. According to his father, they're going to make the Devin Haney fight next. So, I mean, it should be no excuses. You know, so I think Bob Arum even said it himself. He said he wants to make the Devin Haney Teofimo Lopez fight if Devin Haney could beat Jorge Linares. Bob Arum said it himself on Barbershop Conversations. If Devin Haney could beat Jorge Linares, then we can make the Teofimo Lopez fight, man. So I think at the end of the day, you know, it comes down to Teofimo Lopez because everybody else wants it. Haney wants it. You know, Bob Arum wants to fight. Eddie Hearn wants to fight. I mean, I really haven't heard Eddie Hearn say much. What you think about Eddie Hearn right now, Coco? I mean, what do you think about the job Eddie Hearn's been?
Well, first of all, Eddie Hearn, I'm not going to talk bad about him. I think he's been doing a hell of a job, you know, due to the circumstances. But the fight needs to happen. I don't think Eddie Hearn's going to be in the way of the fight to make it happen. I think if anything, it's going to be the Lopez's. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, the money's over here with the zone. So when it comes down to it, you know, if anything, Teofimo Lopez needs to come up with some money because, you know, Devin Haney's not going to fight that fight like for no chump change, you know, because the zone got the money. So Teofimo Lopez, you know, he's the one with all the belts. He should come with a nice offer and be a gentleman about it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, the ball is in the Teofimo Lopez's court, and you got a top contender that's biting at the bit to get that shot. Give him his shot and let the best man win.
For sure. So, what do you think about that, Jose? I mean, if like who is the pressure really on to make this fight? Because we know Devin Haney said he wants to fight Lopez. Lopez just said he wants to fight Haney. Bob Arum said he wants to make that fight as well. Who is really, responsible to make this fight happen? You know, is it the promoters? Is it the fighters? You know, if the fight doesn't happen, you know, who is it to blame? Who do you blame?
I believe it's the fighters, honestly. Because I mean, if you're saying that you want this fight so bad, you want this fight, and that your promoter is saying as well, but yet it never gets made because of. So like if Teofimo, of course, if he's saying that of course, oh, I want this fight, and Bob Arum is saying the same thing, but yet but if it goes down because of Bob Arum and Teofimo, then I believe it's their fault. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Go ahead.
I want to elaborate a little bit because you know what, Jose is right because Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum have worked together already and unification bouts. So it shouldn't be too far fetched to see another unification bout or you know, undisputed bout to make it happen. You feel me? Because Bob Arum has been part of huge fights in the past, and I don't think he's there to hold it up. It might be on the fighter, and I think it's Teofimo Lopez.
Mm-hmm. If Teo really wants the fight to happen, it will happen. You know, if Teo wants Haney next, the fight will happen. What up, brother DJ? How you doing, my brother?
Assalamu alaikum. What's up, Japan? Salute H Money.
Well, like salam. What up, brother? How you doing? What you think about the topic?
Man, It's a lot of ducking going on, man. I personally, although he did the interview and he's saying all this, man, just make the fight. It's been a lot of talk, and it's been several times you said in public, hey, did you this, did you that? But we still ain't got the fight. Before the Cambosis fight, he said he's going to send him 2 contracts. And what happened to the contract to him? You see what I'm saying? Everything just keeps getting twisted, you know? So obviously we've seen that T.O. and the cat he's coming from their liars. And I'm tired of the lies. Just make the fight. Fight for that undisputed fight against Devin Haney for that WBC world title. You know, stop hiding behind Mauricio Suli, man. You know, stop hiding behind all these fake boxing fans. These guys don't know shit about boxing. They just scared. They scared to see their favorite fighter lose. These man fans are fucking up the sport. They cowards, bro. We should want to see the best versus the best. If T.O. is the best because he beat Loma, then let's see him versus Devin Haney. Devin Haney has that other belt fighter. What's with all the excuses? That's the shit that's bothering me. You know, it's these guys who they fight one guy and they be like, well, yeah, I'm the greatest. No, it's this guy right here. He wants to fight you. I don't want to hear the excuses. And then we seen guys like Cambosis who I guess they probably put a little cheese in his pocket and told him to say some crazy shit out his mouth. If we ain't see him, he ain't want no WBC belt either, you know. He said, I'm going the easier route. He tried to go over to that easier route with T.O., I guess. Because they don't want no parts of Devin, bro. He's going to dust them all. They're going to go home. They're going to go cry in the car. How the saying go, they're going to go cry in the car. Just give that man that fight, man. I don't say give him, fight him. Fight him. If you ain't scared, fight him. You see what I'm saying? Don't sit there and say, oh, because you beat Lomachenko, you knocked out Comey, or you went the distance was not the time that let's say you're going to beat Devin. That's not how that shit works. You know it's not how that shit works. So we can sit here and say, well, we seen you in sparring getting knocked the fuck out by who knows who. You dig what I'm saying? But we know Devin is somebody, so go fight Devin.
For sure. I agree with you 100%. Now, you mentioned some lies that were being made. Who were the lies coming from, if you could explain? And could you break down some of these things?
I remember at a point in time, it was right before that Cambosis thing. Remember, I think we all remember that T.O. came out of his mouth saying, he went live, I'm ready to send 2 contracts. And some crazy stuff. I can't remember verbatim what exactly he said. But he said he was going to send a contract to Devin, you know, but somehow only Cambosis got a fight. Why wouldn't he? What was his statement that why wouldn't he go get paid? You know, so it's like you saying you wouldn't have got paid fighting Devin Haney. You know, it's excuses. You know, it's 9 times out of 10. It's a fact that he'd make more money fighting Devin Haney. You know, I think it's just fear to me. It just seems like fear. You know, he just keeps backtracking. You know, well, if we don't fight, what they say, if we don't fight Josh Taylor, one of Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez. And in my opinion, they're not even saying Jose Ramirez. You know, so if Jose Ramirez win, y'all don't want a piece of him. You know, it's like I got built-in excuses. You know, it's if you want to fight, you say I'm gonna fight the winner. It don't matter who. You know, you don't hear Devin say I just want to fight. I want to fight whoever. You see what I'm saying? It's whomever, whenever. That's how he rolls. You know, it's just lies, it's scapegoats, and it's a lot of backtrack. You know, it's only with so many passes that you can get. You said you're going to send him a contract. You never got it. You know, so send him a contract, make that fight. No more excuses, no more duck talk, all that. Just fight. Don't tell us about you got these belts. Put them bitches on the line and fight. That's all.
Hey, yo.
For sure. What's up, Jose? Go ahead.
All right. I got a question. All right. If the fight were to be made, who's Hey side?
Teofimo be A side because he's got the belts and he's coming in with all the trophies. You feel me? So he'll be A side, but Devin Haney's not gonna, you know, he ain't gonna be getting no chump change because you know Devin Haney got money and he's gonna make a big stack regardless. You know, he's gonna get the bag. Devin Haney just wants the opportunity to fight.
Right. I don't even know if it's going to be. It all depends because if he flop, you know, I doubt the Zone doesn't do pay-per-views. You know, and Bob ain't great to get that motherfucking no damn pay-per-view if he flop and people don't buy that shit. You know, so it's going on a limb. You basing this shit off. It's a guess. You know, it's just you banking off that if you do a pay-per-view with Cambosis, that your fight with Devin Haney should be pay-per-view. So you know Devin Haney's a damn near pay-per-view star. He can sell a fight. We seen that at the fight here with Jorge Linares. Isn't that fight sold out?
Yeah,
And that fight
and you
sold
know,
out without no J Lo, no none of these other motherfuckers. Just Devin Haney, the fighter,
yeah,
right? You see
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's what are we
Hey,
talking about? What are we
let
talking
me
about?
say this, Drew, Jones. Nice to meet you. You know
You
what would
too.
be the worst nightmare for the Lopez's is if Cambosis brings out some Manny Pacquiao tricks out of his bag and gives them the work.
Yeah, it'd be pissed if he got a chin. If he got a chin and he ain't taking no dive, yeah, they in trouble. You know, if he got a chin and he take his ass in deep waters and he game, yeah. If he ain't no hole and he ain't gonna take a dive and all that crazy shit for a bag, yeah, we might, you know, yeah, he might have a long night. Might be pissed, you know. But who can Moses fight with? Eddie Hearn.
I think he would. I'm not even sure. He might be with Lou DiBella or something like that. I'm not even sure exactly
Yeah,
who he's
something
with.
like that. Yeah, I think it's him, or think it's Eddie Hearn. Not sure.
Because he fought Lee Selby, right? What card was that on?
It was on a DAZN card. They fought on DAZN.
And that's an easier fight to make. I know Eddie would jump to that, you know, hopefully. You know, he'll jump to make that fight undisputed with Cambosis and Devin Haney. You know. So why and hopefully, you know, it's you never know with these guys, man. It's always some different excuse, you know, for them not to fight the best guys. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, he was real reluctant. He was real quick to jump in there with not a tiny, but you don't want to fight no a Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? Nakatani ain't got no damn feet. You seen when he fought this the guy who got locked up. The guy just got locked up. We
Felix
seen that
Verdejo. Felix
Verdeo. When he
Verdejo.
fought Verdeo, he had no feet. He was a punching bag. You see what I'm saying? And that's what y'all want to use to see. That's why Devin Haney deserve a fight. You keep bringing up Nakatani, no footwork, no nothing. It's a punching bag. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know the style Devin presents is going to beat the hell out of him. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's crazy stuff. Stop putting this man. Stop playing matchmaker and fight, bro. Just fight. I don't get why guys want to play matchmaker. When do we start playing matchmaker? Why? Last time I checked, we ain't getting a piece of the paper. Just fight them. You know that's why I really don't even want to get into the A side and that side. You know, because Devin Haney gonna walk in there and beat his ass and he gonna walk on with his check no matter what. You see what I'm saying? He already know he gonna get paid. Tio the problem. He don't know if he gonna get paid. He don't know. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue. Just fight him, bro. What you
Yeah, and
scared of, bro?
look, and I'm gonna say something about the A side thing because Bill Haney even said it like, "Yo, we accept being the B side. You know, that's not gonna stop the fight from happening." They said we'll be the B side with no
That's fact.
problem.
That's
You
facts,
know,
H.
That's facts. That's 100% facts, yo.
Yeah,
yeah. Go
and
ahead.
that's what it takes. And you know, and that's the mentality. And that's the mentality. You know, that free smoke mentality. We just want an opportunity. We just want an opportunity to become great. Just like Lomachenko gave you an opportunity, we want an opportunity. You know what I'm
That's a
talking about?
That's a great point, and that's why I hate when people bring up past fighters. One thing about Oscar, he gave Floyd an opportunity. Them guys that was quote unquote on top, or them guys who said they were on a path for success to be the greatest, they gave other guys opportunities. You see what I'm saying? They ain't never say no damn well, who did you fight? Well, he's boring. They ain't say no crazy shit. Great fighters ain't never say no crazy shit like that. Wait, Sugar Ray Robinson, the only reason he said he didn't want to fight one guy is because he said he didn't want to kill him. You see what I'm saying? Because he didn't want to kill him. He had a dream he was going to kill this motherfucker. You know, get in there and just fight, bro. I don't want to hear no match, but why don't you go fight this guy, that guy, this guy? Why don't you fight him, bro? If you so great, prove your greatness by beating this guy. Don't tell the world this, that. Don't no excuses, bro. It's corny. It's just corny at this point. You're a
Hey,
world champion. What a world champion is becoming. You're not representing a world champion. You know, that's just my opinion. That's not what world champions do. You know, a world champion gonna fight. Like Devin Haney, when he pulled up on him, he said he wanted to fight him when he was backstage. You know, that fight, he said, I want to fight. But the energy wasn't the same. You know, it's like you hiding behind certain guys.
hey, man, if you're the king, you say you're the king of the division. You know what I'm saying? And you got guys coming up, wanting your throne. You got to defend your throne. That's what I'm thinking. That's how it should be. You know, and God bless all the fighters that give people opportunities out there because they all need each other to eat. You know, think about this. You know, Mayweather gave a young Canelo an opportunity. And guess what? It was probably the best loss of his career because it taught him a lot. It taught him how to compose himself. It taught him the big stage. It taught him, see, You got to be able to be the man to take all comers and and allow other fighters to become great. You know what I mean? Don't duck the smoke. Just don't duck the smoke, man.
Yeah, Floyd ain't saying no. Hey, Canelo, you need to go beat Ricky Hatton. You need to go beat these guys. That man said he want to fight. All right, we're gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? And when people want to take it to, they made the fight. That's all we know. They made the fight. They made
And
that fight. The fight happened. The best man
and
won.
another thing, Floyd Mayweather, whenever there was a dispute about how he won that fight, he'll give him a rematch. So, if Teofimo Lopez is that great and he is who he is, give Devin Haney that opportunity to fight and be able to try to contest for those titles. And if you beat him and you wash him, hey, we're gonna give you all the credit in the world, just like I'm giving him the credit in the world for being that champion that he is. But now, if it's close and there's some and Devin Haney beats you, and like, hey, it is what it is. I think we'll run it back, and that's what makes trilogies, and that's what makes eras, and that's what makes legendary. That's what makes boxing fun and exciting, and that's what gets the juices flowing.
That's a great point. Because again, we fans, we support the sport. Me personally, I'm gonna support the fight, no matter who win, who lose. You made that attempt. But when it come down to ducking and you not trying to make fights, me as a fan of boxing and a fan of combat sports, once you do all that, it's like, well, I can't support no person like that say they're a champion. You dig what I'm saying? If you go in there, whoever win, the best man win. You see what I'm saying? If it's close, run it back. And us fans, us real boxing fans, we gonna support. We gonna come out or we gonna watch and we gonna have fight parties. That's what real boxing fans do. We're not gonna tell you, oh no, don't fight this guy. That's not a boxing fan. That's a man fan. We trying to support the sport to grow. Anybody saying, oh, don't fight this guy or keep making these excuses and all that, they're not real boxing fans. When you hear guys saying, oh, he boring, don't fight him, those are man fans. They hate the sport of boxing. They don't want the sport of boxing to grow. They want guys to continue ducking because they're fearful and they just projecting their fears because they know they can't win. They think less of it. If you think that you can really win, go fight him. That's all. That's all us real boxing fans are saying. But right now, you going out sad. You see what I'm saying? Going out sad.
You're right. And another famous excuse that I've been hearing, who he fought. Oh, he need to fight more people. He need to go through this when he's already in position to fight. You know what I'm saying? And this goes in a lot of with a lot of fighters where they're like, hey, who he fought? Man, he's right there for you. Take the fight. He's
That's a
right there
great
for you.
point.
Just
That's
take the
facts.
That's a great point. If somebody was around me, that's like, man, the person said, oh, this guy, this, that, and the third, it ain't gonna be no. Or you saying he better than me? You gonna tell me that this guy better than me, or we gotta fight? And that's how I would work. That's how I saw other champions work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I expect every man to think. You just not gonna tell me this guy better than me, and I'm gonna turn down this fight. You turn down a fight and you try and play matchmaker. That's fishy, bro. That's real fishy. I don't. Again, when did champions start playing matchmaker? When did they start saying, oh, you need to go do this? Who did you fight? We saying that he better. And if y'all don't offend you and you don't want to make the fight, then that say something that he really is better.
man. If the word on the street, and I'm walking down the street and I'm hearing whispers that the dude down the street got hands, and I'm the big dog, I got to patrol my yard. How am I going to walk around feeling like the big dog when people are whispering, man, that dude down there, he's nice? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got to confront that man. I got to let him know that I'm still until somebody comes and takes takes the block over, then that's what it is.
You're right.
But
Yeah,
this is another thing, I have some kind of feelings about. It's just when a fighter is doing everything he can to put himself in position, and at the same time you got people in that are just putting all these roadblocks. Now, nah, you got to fight this guy, man. You know what? You can't fight the big dog yet until we see you against this guy. It's like, quit putting these roadblocks, because if the fighter is telling you he's ready, for example, Victor Ortiz. As soon as he got done with his last fight, he was like, "Hey man, I'm ready for whoever. I'm ready for Crawford. I'm ready for Spence. I'm ready. I want to fight." As soon as he said all that, the next thing you know, people are like, "Nah, he ain't ready. No way. Hey, he needs more experience." But if he wants to get his ass whooped, let him get his ass whooped. You know,
Yeah,
it's not you
hey,
stepping. It's not you stepping into the ring.
hey, if you disagree, the panel up here, man, you can hop on. You are the perfect example of a man fan that doesn't really like the sport. You know, deep down, I believe you don't know anything about the sport because you would be calling for the fight. You dig what I'm saying? You want to keep saying, oh, you want to repeat bullshit, bro. That's the issue with fans. People like you repeat bullshit because you're the fan of the man, guy. You're not a fan of the sport. You know, you don't really care for the sport. You just here for the bullshit. You just want to stir up bullshit. You know, you're prolonging everything, because by now they'd have fought. We could have been having bigger fights at 140. Everything
The
would be
big,
moving in progress, bro. But you type guys that support bullshit fights, they go out to go support Abney Yildirim fights, the guys that go who just hype up bullshit ass shit. Y'all the reasons the fights that don't get made. Y'all
yep.
are the reason.
The reason why a whole bunch of fights didn't happen was because of all the murmurs and all the rumors and all the roadblocks that all these channels put up for their favorite fighter to protect them. And we gotta take some responsibility and know that there's a voice out here and these fighters are listening. Why do I know that they're listening? Because their fathers, they hop on, they're doing interviews on YouTube, and they're out here and they're trying to express their voice on this platform. So I know that they're listening and they know what the fans want. But if you're over there protecting a fighter and overhyping their ego and pretending that this fighter is more than that he is, then of course he's not. He's be like, "Oh man, I'm beyond that. I'm bigger than that. I'm not taking that fight. I want to sit on my throne." But you sitting on a belt and only fighting once a year, 2 times a year, and only defended it probably 2 or 3 times. Man, I don't know about that. To me, that's sketchy. I need to see more from my champions. I need to see more from boxing. I need to see these fighters get more active.
JC and ignorant. Canelo requested to fight Yildirim, bro. Yildirim wasn't like he didn't really earn that spot. He was requested. If y'all want to say, do we believe between Mauricio Schumann or Bill Haney? If that's the route you want to go. Mauricio Schumann has a lot of lies and bullshit. He got a lot of bullshit with him. But we want to go that route. Why I use Yildirim.
Hey yo,
People who just try to make up bullshit fights. No, I didn't expose myself as a Canelo hitter. Nothing. I want to see Canelo fight the Jamal Charlos. I want to see Canelo versus the Beterbiev versus the Bivol. I don't think much of Caleb Plant. I don't think much of Billy Joe. I don't think much of Callum Smith. I don't think much of a Rocky Fielding. I know styles make fights. I know if it came down to my last $100 and I had to pick a fight, those are the fights I'd pay to see. The David Benavidez. These are the guys I want to see Canelo fight. Because I want to see Canelo style against that style. The same way when Canelo fought the Cottos and he fought the Floyds. That's the type of people I want to see Canelo fight. I don't want to pay to see Canelo fight no motherfucking Yildrims and no Billy Joe Sanders who pop dirty, Duck Andre. You see what I'm saying? That's how a boxer fan thinks. Because we've been in the ring, or we know trainers, or we know these fighters, bro. We really know the sport. We don't want to see that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I gotta bring light to it. I gotta educate people because I know styles make fights. And y'all support bullshit. It's not about hating Canelo. It's about wanting best for boxing. Y'all see how you get caught up on the bullshit of what does Yildirim gotta do? Yildirim shouldn't have been in that damn ring. Again, if we care about the safety of the fighters, why would you put a guy coming off a loss, been gone for years, in the ring as a mandatory, my God? That's stupid. That's stupid. That's not boxing, bro. And you bragging about it as a mandatory. You should, as a boxing fan who knows the sport, who's a purist, who loves pugilism. That says a lot about you. That exposes you as a fake boxing fan. This is what I'm saying to y'all. It's not really a debate. It's not a debate. It's not an argument about nothing. It's just that y'all expose yourself day by day by day. Instead of calling for Tio versus Devin, instead of calling for these other big fights, instead of calling for all the best fighting the best, y'all create more excuses and more excuses and more excuses. And you're embarrassing yourself at this point. I've asked you several times to hop on the panel, but we see that you got fear in your heart. because you can't articulate what you think, bro. So don't keep trying to type and you can hop on. That's all I'm saying. That's what cowards do, bro. Everybody up here and hopped on, spoke their opinion. Just hop on. Don't keep typing. Don't be scared.
Yo, man, that's what's up, man. At the end of the day, we got fight fans of all natures, and sometimes I can't hop on, so I respect JC. JC the bad guy, he's my friend, and I know that he doesn't mean no ill about that. You know what I mean? He just
No,
doesn't hop on.
yeah,
That's what it is.
I don't think it's any ill. I don't think he know anything about boxing because ain't no person that knows anything about boxing is going to agree with Abe. Abe is in the comment section calling me a clown and saying mandatory, yours is mandatory. When the facts are out here, you dig what I'm saying? And this is what separates people who care about the sport and people who just want to, they don't really have no life outside of this. And they just want to come on YouTube, talk shit, and then go hide. They throw rocks and hide their hand. I'm asking this guy to hop on. I want him to teach me something. I want them people to teach me something. Same with boxing. If you say you're the best, show me that you're the best by fighting this guy. This guy, he got football. This guy, he got some pop to him. He gonna take you in deep waters. Can you survive? Damn, he did. That's a great fighter right there. That's what we calling for. We want to see you box. We want to see if you really the shit. We not saying that you the shit because you beat Lomachenko. That's it. That's all I say. You the best. Damn, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't say much. That's a featherweight. Let's see you against a real lightweight.
Hey, look at this dude. EA said, yeah, just being Haney fanboys because we want to see a fight. Teofimo Lopez said that he wants to fight Devin Haney next. So what the fuck are you talking about, bro? We want to see a fight. We want to save the sport of boxing. Boxing been suffering because every week we get in some bullshit ass fights. We want to see the best fight the best. That's what it's all about. We respect Teofimo Lopez. I gave him credit for beating Lomachenko. He shocked the world against all odds.
Hey, who did I pick to win that fight? Who have I always thought that I said, you know me, H. We've known each other for a couple of years now. I always thought that Lomachenko was overrated. And who did I pick to win that fight? I don't have.
You picked Teofimo Lopez.
Teofimo Lopez. I don't have a problem with him, and I don't have a problem giving him credit. All I want is Devin Haney to get his opportunity. Give the man a shot. Give the man a shot. That's all I want. That's not being a fanboy. I just want the best fighting the best, and I feel like Devin Haney could give him problems.
I think Haney can beat him. Not only can Devin Haney give him problems, I think Devin Haney will outbox Teofimo Lopez. Skills wins fights.
I think he knocks him out.
Facts, H. I apologize. Yeah, you're right. Because I do feel like that. I do feel like Devin Haney could win the fight. But that's the thing. I don't know why they so scared to fight. Devin Haney could beat everybody. I think Devin Haney is the purest boxer in boxing. He is the mirror image of Floyd Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Just in a new package. There's nobody else like that. You could see it.
I think he knocks him out, honestly. I'll say it's a reason why he ain't jumping at that fight, but he jumped to a Nakatani. You dig what I'm saying? They were in that tournament. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason you ran out of that tournament. I don't want to hear about this. No. Because we know Nakatani ain't got no title. Coleman ain't got no damn title. But we see Devin Haney got a title. So what does that say? That was a tougher route, to be real with you. Don't sugarcoat shit and lie about it. Anywhere Devin Haney is going to be the toughest route, it's going to be the hardest route. So don't bullshit and lie to fans, bro. That don't even make motherfucking sense. You see what I'm saying? It's the people who lie and people believe anything. Anybody that know, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. They'd have fought in the fucking tournament because one of them would have came out on top. So don't sit there and say, well, Nakatani was a tougher route and Coleman was a tougher route when neither one of them beating Devin Haney. And right now, that's the only fight to make at 135. It's for undisputed. Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. We don't need any more videos about I might make the fight. Oh, Josh, don't even mention them guys. Mention the guy that got his foot on your neck saying to fight him. Fight that guy. I think he knocks him out. That's my opinion. I think Devin Haney knocks him out. That's why they scared. I saw Loma do some. I saw Loma putting that work in late in them rounds. So I know Devin might knock him out. I think he's gonna knock him out. He ain't like some of them shots.
Of course not. Loma, during the second half of the fight, he won a lot of those rounds. And, but I got to give Teofimo Lopez credit for getting the victory. So now this is what I want to talk about. Now, we know that Devin Haney has a fight coming up May 29th against Jorge Linares. I want to get y'all prediction on the fight between Devin Haney and Jorge Linares because Haney must get past Linares. Teofimo Lopez must get past George Kambosos Jr. in order for this fight to happen. So what's your prediction for that fight, Coco?
Devin Haney is going to be with a fighter of Linares that's very crafty and can get inside and is tough, almost leather-faced, but he's getting to the point where he's not the same fighter as he used to be, but don't take that away from him because he still has a lot of skills and a veteran's IQ, okay? What I want to say is I think that Devin Haney can get him out of there in 6 or 7. I think that Devin Haney is going to come in there with something to prove, and he's going to show the world that he's not feather-fisted, and he has the capability of knocking somebody with a good chin out.
Coco, what do you think about this comment real quick? G-Ball said Haney got to beat Loma to get the Lopez fight first. Another roadblock, right?
That's the shortstops. That's the cock block. You know what I'm saying? Those are the roadblocks that these fans want to. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. If the fighter is in position to get the fight, there's no reason to try to protect the fighter that you like by trying to put these agendas and all these other fighters in front of the fighter that's trying to get the shot. If Devin Haney had the belts and Teofimo Lopez was asking for the shot, you got to give him the shot. Just put the shoe on the other foot, man. Quit thinking about your favorite guy. And quit putting all these little roadblocks in front of a mega fight. You're not a real fan. You don't want to see a mega fight? That's something that could turn into a trilogy? Come on, bro.
The card would be amazing too. That'd be an amazing card. They could put a lot of fights on that card. Again, is Edgar Berlanga headliner yet? You could throw Edgar Berlanga in there from Bob. The zone got Back the Bully over there. Berlanga versus Back the Bully. There's so many fights that could be made on that card. It's crazy. People are scared to make the fights. They scared for boxing to be great. They scared for the best to fight the best.
Yo, see, the thing is this now. It's like when you say something like that, G-Ball, it sounds like you don't want the fight to happen. It sounds like you don't want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. You're putting up a roadblock. Haney must do this first. Haney must knock this guy out. Yo, it's one of the biggest fights in boxing, G-Ball. It's going to be for Teofimo Lopez's biggest payday. So you don't want to see Teofimo Lopez get paid? Come on, man.
And the thing is, too, Devin Haney, he's saying, he needs to go through he needs to go through this man and that man to get to the fight. But I'm saying this, the man don't need to do no more. He's in position. He's already there. He's knocking at the door. He's ringing the doorbell. He pretty soon he's going to try to pick the lock to get this fight.
I don't get what G-Ball is saying. He's saying that he don't cut in line. There's no such thing as a motherfucking line. Devin Haney did exactly what quote unquote Mauricio Suleiman, the president of WBC, said for him to do this tournament. No one told Javier and Tio to drop out that damn tournament. They dropped out, and what? Devin Haney, he's not a quitter. He doesn't back out. He went through what the fuck they told him to do, and he did it. He succeeded, and he played his position, and he won. He kept winning. So he's in a position for that fight. He's the world champion. He's the world champion. Teofimo has the other 3 belts. He has to fight Devin Haney. That's being in position. You motherfucker win when that bell ring. You win.
So he's in position. Don't sit there and say he's keeping in line. Loma took his L. He got to wait. Now, after Devin Haney beat T.O. ass, then Loma wants something, then he can get something. That's how that shit works. Don't keep making up no crazy ass shit that you heard some punk ass fighter make up who was scared of a fighter. Punk ass fighter say that shit.
Free smoke, baby. G-Ball, you know about free smoke. It's Free Smoke Friday. Shout out to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Matter of fact, Rap Star was on Punch Drunk yesterday. Shout out to Punch Drunk. And Rap Star and Teofimo Lopez Sr., they had a heated debate. They got into it. It got real heated. And pretty much, you know, we came to the conclusion that Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez gonna happen next. So no matter what G-Ball says, Teofimo Lopez said, you want Devin Haney next. No more roadblocks, G-Ball. No more roadblocks. You know what I mean? We got the MXBC in the building. We got my boy, Young God, in the building. MXBC said Haney. So the MXBC, they riding with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's do it. What you say, Jose? Go ahead.
Yo, this man G-Ball said Haney has no solid opponents on his record to deserve the fight. But, bro, like, he's right there, though. He's champion, right? I mean, Haney wants the smoke. I mean, Lopez, he wants all the smoke, too. So, I mean, okay, yeah, he hasn't fought anyone solid, but either way, he's champion, right?
We can't even say that. That shit don't define who deserves a fight. If he got that world title and that's for undisputed, go fight that man. He calling you out. If he calling you out and you saying all this other shit, that's whole shit. Like this ain't what men. That's that feminine nature shit, bro. Men don't do no shit like that. If you go outside and I see you somewhere and I say I want to fight, and let's say we all boxers, right? I say H Money box, I box, Kano box, and Jose you box, right? Let's say H the champion, right? And Jose, you know, and you win it, you get a title. H got the other 3 titles. And you go to H and you say, well, I want to fight. We got to unify. And he's saying, well, you only beat these guys. I beat this other guy. And we know it's other stipulations, other little shit. The politics and shit gave you those fights. You see what I'm saying? But you in position. And he said, well, you need to go fight these guys so I can think you good. How would that sound to you? It's like you ducking, right?
That's what it sounds like. Say, look,
you gonna want to fight.
Like
if you get paid to fight. Yeah, that's a duck. If you get paid to fight. I don't know but you got 16 fights, my God. Stop. That's why I'm like, yo, 16 fights, my nigga. Yo, come on, man. Come on, 16 fights. You ain't this shit.
If Lopez don't make that fight happen next, he's an official duck. And I don't want to hear shit else, bro. Because that fight could have happened right now. Teofimo Lopez didn't have to fight his mandatory George Kambosos. His own manager, David McWater, said he had time to go fight Devin Haney. So he waited until his mandatory came up. Stop procrastinating. Let's make the fight happen to the people. I like when I hear Teofimo Lopez say, I want Devin Haney next. I like when I hear that talk. I loved it when his dad came to this channel right here. When his dad came to our platform, his dad said, we want Haney next if we can't get Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor winner. We want Haney. I said, great. That's what we want. We want the fight. You want the fight? No more roadblocks. Don't even mention Josh Taylor's name no more. Because Bob Arum said that fight won't happen. Josh Taylor got mandatories. The winner of Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, they will have to fight a mandatory. So that fight is off the table. There's only one fight to make. There's only one fighter. Yes, there's only one fighter that stepped up to the plate and accepted the challenge. And that's Devin Haney. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna cap or you gonna fight? Go ahead, my brother.
Yo, so my man G-Ball said no man should accept a free belt. But yo, no one was talking when Triple G got his belt because before Triple G was an interim, but yet he got the WBC belt. And I get it that he's in 160, but no one was talking when he got his belt. So what?
Hey, yo, I got to dip off, but I want to say one more thing. There's no need to marinate fights. Get these fights in. There's no need to marinate no more fights, man. Get these fights in there so we can define boxing and get definitive champions. Okay? At the end of the day, we want to see the best fight the best. And I don't want to wait until they're 35, 40 years old, like what we're seeing right now, to get something going. No more marinating, no more nothing. If somebody wants to smoke, give them the golly geez smoke. You feel me? And I got to dip off.
Coco.
It's money.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Coco.
You know, Jose, and can you take the comment off to see who my man on the bottom of me is, because I forget. I got Jose and Dewar Jones Jr. Hey man, it was a pleasure cooking with you guys. Salute to JC. Salute to Rob 87. Salute to Joe Gallardi. Salute to Unique Don. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know, salute to all my Dons. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
For sure, Coco. Appreciate it.
All right, you'll see it.
So appreciate that, Coco. So now, Jose, now what's your prediction for Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares? Devin Haney must get past Jorge Linares to make this Teofimo Lopez fight. Jorge Linares, now people want to say Devin Haney ain't fought nobody. Jorge Linares is a 4-time world champion, 3 different weight classes. Put some respect on that man's name. Listen, Jorge Linares dropped Vasily Lomachenko, knocked him down with a right hand. Even Teofimo Lopez couldn't drop Lomachenko. So put some respect on Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares, who beat Luke Campbell. Now, Ryan Garcia got all the credit for beating Luke Campbell. But Jorge Linares beat him first. So if Linares beat Luke Campbell, you must give that man credit. Linares was a champion. Former 4-time world champion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, Devin Haney beat Gamboa, who was an Olympic gold medalist. Sure, Gamboa was a little bit older, but Gamboa still a tough fighter, a former world champion. You know what I mean? So Devin Haney beat undefeated fighters like Alfredo Santiago from Puerto Rico, who had a great amateur background, over 150 wins as an amateur. Devin Haney beat Juan Carlos Burgos, who went 12 rounds with Mikey Garcia, and Devin Haney beat Juan Carlos Burgos better than Mikey Garcia. So when y'all keep saying Devin Haney ain't beat nobody, Devin Haney beat Mason Menard. That's a common opponent with Teofimo Lopez. So what you trying to say? Are you saying Teofimo Lopez fought a bum? They fought the same guys, man. You know what I mean? So let's have some respect for these fighters and their accomplishments. So Jose, back to the question. Who do you think wins between Devin Haney and Jorge Linares? How do you think the fight will play out? What's your prediction?
All right. For me, so looking at his record at Jorge Linares, yeah, he's been knocked out 5 times, but I mean, he's still a great fighter. You know, he's a great caliber fighter, honestly. I mean, he's 35. I mean, yeah, I get like age at times doesn't. I get like age matters, age doesn't. I mean, if you look at Canelo when he fought Mayweather, age didn't matter in that because Mayweather schooled him. But I mean, I believe Haney takes this, honestly, because I mean, Haney has a great amateur background and like he's been professional for like how long? And looking at his skills, I mean, I feel like he has what it takes to beat Jorge, honestly.
Going to be a decision or a knockout? What's your prediction on that?
I feel like knockout, honestly.
Okay, he got Devin Haney by stoppage. Brother DJ, Dory Jones, what do you think about Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares? What's your prediction?
I think it's gonna be great until Devin knocks him out. I think I think we're gonna see Devin show some new things in there. I think he's gonna walk Linares down. You know, I think he's gonna knock my prediction. He's gonna knock him out with a left hook. You know, I think he's gonna set him up, put a trap up there for him, and knock him out smooth. I don't see the fight going past 5 rounds. I think Linares will try his best to get, to try to get something going. But I think the elite skills of Devin Haney will get him the win.
You got knockout, right? That's correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. Now that fight, the date has been changed. Like, come on, man, Teofimo Lopez, you was forced to change your fight date because Floyd Mayweather, he took over your fight. He took over your date. Now, if Teofimo Lopez was such a big star, if he's such a pay-per-view attraction, why would Triller change his fight date? Answer that question. Ask yourself that question. Because you couldn't compete with Floyd Mayweather. You couldn't compete. You was forced to change your fight date. And now Evander Holyfield is off the undercard. No Holyfield on the undercard. You have no YouTubers on the undercard. What type of pay-per-view numbers do you think they will do, my brother Jose? What type of numbers you think on pay-per-view?
With who?
Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. This is a pay-per-view fight. Like I said, Mayweather took over Teofimo Lopez's date. Teofimo Lopez was forced to change his fight date because he can't compete with Mayweather. And that's what I was telling the people in the beginning. When I found out that Mayweather was on the same day as Lopez, I knew Lopez was going to be forced to change his date. Now, the fanboys were saying, I'm going to buy Lopez's fight instead of Mayweather's. All of his fanboys were saying, oh, Mayweather, nobody's going to watch the Mayweather fight. If that's the case, why did Triller change the fight date? Why did Triller change the date? Now, there's no Holyfield on the card. What's really going on? You got Michael Hunter. Come on, man. Michael Hunter, he's not a star. But what's your thoughts on that, though?
I mean, I believe the Mayweather fight is gonna get more pay-per-view buys, honestly.
Because how many pay-per-view buys you think the Teofimo Lopez fight would do with George Kambosos?
Like half mil, I think. Well,
500K, 500,000.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, brother DJ?
Your question was why did TO and this camp change the date for the Kambosos mandatory fight?
Yeah, like Mayweather took over the fight date, and Triller, they said, we got to move this date right here because Mayweather is fighting on this date. So, everybody gonna be watching Mayweather. So it's like Mayweather pretty much little boy, Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think personally they trying to create a narrative that TO sells. If you were just focused on making that a quick fight and it's just that and the third, you'd have just made that fight and fought. Floyd was fighting on Sunday. They weren't fighting on Saturday. It really wasn't no competition thing. And in my eyes, as far as Floyd trying to take the date, Floyd said, shit, we're going to fight on Sunday. Everybody going to be eating and chilling in the house on the Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So why not fight on Sunday? Not fight on the same date. I think they just pumped out. They trying their best to get as many people to watch it. I don't think that really has anything to do with Floyd. I think that's insecurities. If you're that big star, you fighting on the Saturday. Well, shit, Floyd fight on the Sunday. When people want to be hyped up to see you fight Saturday and see Floyd fight Sunday, that's hater shit. I think that was hater shit. You supposed to broaden Floyd. If you said you were a fan of Floyd, you see what I'm saying?
For sure. So, how's my audio? Is it clear? Am I good?
Very
good, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all okay? So yeah, man. Somebody asked me in the comment section. They said is Floyd Mayweather proud of taking his fight date? Look at this. Shout out to my boy Abby. Abby, now you're starting to look like a fanboy. You're really starting to look like a fanboy. He said, "Is Mayweather proud of that?" Listen, Mayweather does what the fuck he wants to do. Mayweather is a boss. Mayweather is still the biggest star in boxing till this day. That's why Teofimo Lopez had to move his fight date. So is Mayweather proud of it? Actually, Mayweather doesn't give a fuck about it. He does what he wants to do. So he doesn't care that he took his fight date. He doesn't even think about it. He leaves it up to people like you to cry about it, bro. Mayweather doesn't give a fuck. He does what the fuck he wants to do. That's money Mayweather, bro. And Teofimo Lopez, he found out the hard way. You know what I mean? Had to change his date. he was forced to change his name. Okay, my boy Rafi Ramirez. What up, Rafi? What's good, Rafi? What's good, my boy? Mayweather doesn't care, bro. Get over your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Get your feelings out of it. Stop being a fanboy. That's what I got. Hey, so my boy Dury Jones, what's your prediction for Devin Haney what's your prediction for Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos? How you think that fight?
So how do I think the fight is going to go?
Yeah, you heard me, right? Is it clear?
Yeah, I'm falling off a little bit. My service a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. So who you think? What's your prediction? Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. How the fight goes?
I've been saying I think Teo should knock Kambosos out in 3 rounds. I'm predicting 3 rounds, under 3 rounds. You know, anything after that, I'd be skeptical.
Okay, Teo in 3. Dang. So man, you think Teo gonna go out there and get him out of there? You think Teo gonna run through this dude, huh?
Oh yeah. He not a bum. You know, he not a bum. He got skills. You know, he got skills. He's in the gym. You know, he's in the gym. He's not no bum. You know, he's just doing things. He's saying things and doing things that bums do. You know, if you're not a bum, you know, you see him. Bums say things. They do all the extra stuff, man. And it's like I've seen the guy fight. You know, he beat Loma, but that doesn't define you as great. You got a lot of work to put in. You know, I'm expecting him to knock out Kambosos in 3 rounds. I saw what they had the press conference. You know, Kambosos, he ain't no whole type cat, but I don't think he has enough in his toolbox, you know, to go past 3 rounds.
Okay. What's your prediction for that fight, Jose?
My prediction for the fight. Looking at Teo, I mean, Teo. Look, like I'm not gonna lie, Teo's a pretty good fighter. You know, he's a good caliber fighter. His skills are there, but I believe Kambosos. I mean, I believe he could pull off some shit. I mean, some Haney Pacquiao shit. I mean, because I've seen his training online and shit. Like I see, you know, he's pretty fast and all, but I believe Teo might take it within round 5, round 6, and then with Kambosos, if he's able to, I guess the whole 12 rounds. And so, but I got Lopez on this one.
Yeah, I got Lopez knocking out Kambosos. I'll give Kambosos 2 rounds at the most. 2 rounds max. I think Teofimo Lopez, he's going to look spectacular in this fight. I think Teofimo Lopez goes in there and knocks him the fuck out. I got Lopez dominating Kambosos and making it look easy. We got Lady Chan in the building and Jed Kyle. What's good? How y'all feeling?
What's up, H, my bro?
Good, Lady Chan. Yo, you can hear me? What up, Jed Kyle? What's good?
What's up, brother? What's up, Shane?
What's
up,
my
sister?
brother? Jed, I'm going to add you today, by the way, babe. I got the email.
All right, 100%, sweet as. Look forward to it.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm going to add you,
That's
brother.
That's all good. It's all good, sis.
Yeah, just to let you know, so we can chop it up.
Yeah, sweet as.
So you're my brother from another.
Yeah, 100%. What's up?
What's good?
What's up, H, brother?
It's
Yo, what's good, Jed?
What's up, my bro?
Teo's gonna fuck up Kambosos. I saw.
Talk about it.
I saw Kambosos fight Lee Shelby in the bubble maybe last year. He just about won. It was an unimpressive win. Teofimo's got way too much power. He's quicker. he's tech savvy over Kambosos. That fight's going to be over within 6 rounds, if that. And
Jack, what's your prediction? I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
Sorry, it'd be a stoppage, knockout, one or the other.
Wow. So you think Lopez gonna dominate Kambosos?
Yep.
Me too. I agree with you. I agree, Lady Chan. What about you, Jack Kyle? What do you think about Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos? How do you think that fight will play out?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm agreeing, H. This is going to be boring, lad. But I've got the same opinion as you and Lady Chan. I think it's going to be 6 or 7 rounds. I think Lopez will stop Kambosos. I think Kambosos will come to fight. I think he's a tough kid, but I mean, anything can happen in boxing, so I can't rule him out. But I think Lopez is going to counter him all night. I don't like this fight, H. I've been saying for months. Haney Lopez should have been the fight that we're seeing. Haney should have been given his chance against Lopez. We should find out who the best 135-pounder in the world is. No more playing around. I don't like this fight, H. And Kambosos is from a but
this is mandatory, so he hasn't really got a choice.
Well, he waited though. Lady Chan, he waited until his mandatory was mandated. Now, he had an opportunity to make that Devin Haney fight in the very beginning, but he was bullshitting around, and he waited and waited. That's what happened. His own manager, David McWaters, he came out and said it, the manager of the year, David McWaters, he said that himself. So he exposed Teo.
Yeah, that's facts. That's true.
And I just don't like mandatory. I criticize mandatories anyway because I just don't, I used to criticize Triple G for him, Canelo, anyone who just takes the fights that I don't want to see. I just call it out,
Yeah.
So Jed, how is it true that mandatories, that an undisputed fight, that it comes before a mandatory? Is that true? That if you have a mandatory or an opportunity to make an undisputed fight, that the sanctioning bodies will proceed with that undisputed fight rather than a mandatory? Is that what it is?
Well, the WBC,
what I've always understood.
The WBC. Sorry, Jed. Sorry, you go.
No, it's all good. I was just saying that's what I understood. No, you go now. Yeah.
I'm hearing. I think Mauricio Suleiman said they're going to implement that if it's more lucrative or better off for the champ to fight someone other than his mandatory, if it's for like undisputed, that they can take that option instead.
I remember when Anthony Joshua, when Deontay Wilder fought against Dominic Brazil, that people were pushing that Wilder fought AJ. And I heard people saying that, Wilder didn't have to fight his mandatory at the time, Dominic Brazil, that he could have went straight for undisputed with Anthony Joshua. Is that correct, Lady Chan?
He could have, but it would still have to be okayed by the governing body. It would still have to be back then. It wasn't an option. Like, you couldn't just automatically take that option without getting the approval. Now you can. I don't know if he's implemented it yet, but I remember he was on, I think, Fred the Barbershop, and he was saying that they're going to actually implement that if you can skip a mandatory if there's a better fight out there for you, so we don't have to do the Canelo and Yildirim's, because that's where everybody was moaning about.
Okay, shout out to my boy Jeff. What's good, Jeff? Jack, how you want to add to what she just said? Yo, what up, Jose? My boy Rafi Ramirez. What's good?
What up, stud? What's good, family? How are y'all?
I'm good, man. Shout out to my boy Rafi Ramirez. Rafi, now, what's your thoughts on this Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez situation? Do you want to see that fight?
Of course I want to see that fight. That's a classic. Those are young lions. Begging to see that fight. The Kambosos, I think people are sleeping on him, though. I think that's going to be a pretty good fight. It's going to be competitive. I got Teofimo winning, but I think it's going to be a competitive bout. People got him, they think he's going to knock him out, but it could go the distance.
I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it, because so Teo has beaten Lomachenko, one of the best pound for pound, whether you put him in your list or not, he is. And that went the distance, and he gave him a good run for his money and got the win. What I'm saying is, with Kambosos, he talks a good talk because he trains in Las Vegas, so he's sparred with. I think he's sparred a few times.
Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, So he uses that a lot. But Lee Selby, well, I think he was an ex-champ at one point, but he wanted to try and come back. And I mean, Lee Selby isn't a great, outstanding elite boxer. And I mean, Kambosos just about won.
No, he won clearly. They gave him the split decision because it was a UK fight, but I think he won clearly.
Yeah, but it was competitive though. That's what Lady's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, okay, I give you that.
Yeah, so if he just about got the win with Lee Selby, and you've got Teofimo beating Lomachenko, it's well, we're not trying to do the triangle theory, but I mean sometimes it does apply, and yeah, I just can't see Kambosos with what I've seen of him beating Teo, not at all.
And also, my brother, Lee Selby's a featherweight as well, so that's another thing, brother. Like he only Lee Selby was a featherweight at his best, and
correct.
I know the triangle theory, like we said, but you got to look at all multiple. Like, could Kambosos beat Richard Comey? I'm not sure. And Lopez got rid of him in 2 rounds. And I mean, I know Nakatani gave Kambosos a tough fight, but once again, I don't know if Kambosos could beat Nakatani. So
yeah,
we're gonna see. Yeah, I see you guys' point. I just feel like this guy's. I don't know. I just like the way Kambosos has been talking, and I like his.
But that's what he does.
Confidence. Yeah, he does.
But that's what he does. He talks a good game. If you just go by his talk, you'd be like, because he's very stiff and stern, and when he talks, it's just stiff and stern, and he's quite it comes across as quite obsessive, like how he speaks. Like,
definitely.
But when I saw him fight, it didn't match. It just didn't match the energy that when he was talking.
Don't match his talk. It doesn't match his mouth. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna see. I like it.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just get him out of the way. Where does Teo go after this? What's the next move?
He said he wants Haney. He said that's what he said yesterday. He said he wants Devin Haney.
I've got a message for you, H Money.
Yo, what up, Rap Star? What's good? Welcome, Rap Star, to the panel. What's good? Major Key Boxing. What's good?
Yo. So H Money, I spoke to the Lopez's earlier. They want the fight. I got a message for the Haneys. They want the fight. They want the fight next. But the only way they said the fight can happen is if after Haney beats Linares, if he beats Linares, they have to put a petition in with Eddie Hearn, and they have to petition for the fight against the WBC. So I got a message for you, H. Bill Haney needs to be vocal after the Linares fight. The Lopez's want the fight. So the only way that fight can happen is if Eddie Hearn, DAZN, and these guys can get a deal together to get Lopez so he can't duck the smoke. The biggest money fight, H Money, after this is Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, because Ryan Garcia is having problems. Let me just finish. Ryan Garcia is having problems, right? And Josh Taylor and Ramirez, the winner's going to fight Jack Cattrall. So the biggest money fight is Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez.
Yes, sir. I agree with you.
So you guys have got to get Bill Haney has to be vocal, and Bill Haney needs to start petitioning, and he needs to get that TV deal with DAZN, Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, and we need to get the fight.
But
I agree with you. Okay, go
Bill has been vocal. Bill was vocal. Bill's been vocal
he was.
all the way through.
No. H Money, we're not talking about vocal verbally. He has to get the contract. He has to get Eddie Hearn to petition against the WBC. And he has to make sure that everybody in the world knows.
Didn't Teo say he was going to send Haney hold on, Rep Star. Didn't Teo say he was going to send Devin Haney a contract at one point?
No. This is the only way the fight's going to happen, bro. Let me just tell you the message I got from the Lopez's. The Lopez's said that you need to petition against the WBC so that they can sit down and make that fight. I got that message for you, H Money. It's live and exclusive.
I don't know. They said we're going to send Devin Haney a contract. They ain't mentioning about petitions back.
Yeah, but the fight's only going to happen if the Haneys can petition, because Haney's the boss. Lopez is not a boss. Lopez is having a problem with Bob Arum. So the Haneys are a boss. The Haneys can put that fight together now.
Bob said he want that fight.
And so what does a
fight? They would make it happen. Like we heard that Teofimo was supposedly had sent a contract over to the Haney camp, and the Haney camp denied it. Said there's been no contract sent.
So the truth is that Lopez's can't send any contract. They got no power. The Haneys have got the power. I got a message for the Haneys. The Lopez's want the fight. The Haneys need to petition. That's all I got for you, H Money. I'll catch you soon, bro. I'm going to be listening.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Later, Rapstar. See you, brother.
I don't understand how. I thought the franchise could, because we seen Canelo go up and go fight Phil. I don't think Phil put any petition in to get that fight.
Yeah, I don't understand all this.
That's a lot. That's a lot, bro. Because Phil ain't put no damn petition in to get no damn fight with Canelo when he was a franchise. That's bullshit, yo. That's bullshit.
If you have to petition for something, that means that really you're trying to force that to happen because the other side doesn't really want it to happen.
How does that?
Fact of the matter is that if you're not guaranteed that fight and you really want that fight, you can petition for it. So it's not bullshit. This is what happens. This is what happens with, unfortunately, everybody that wants to talk about boxing. It's like everybody talks so casually nowadays, like, oh, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that. Hey, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that. You fucking fake. You know what I'm saying?
You came over here for the narrative.
It's like it's all crazy about it like that, but these people are risking their lives on the line. Yes, there are restrictions, there are rules. You can actually petition for the fight. This is what Rapstar has been arguing with Bill Haney about, right? Prior to this, right? But also has been arguing with Teofimo Senior about this, Junior Lopez, and I can attest to that. I understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? So
explain how I don't understand. Again, that's why I brought up the point. I'm gonna bring up a point. Right, the franchise doesn't have mandatories, right? So I'm understanding that if Canelo, who became the franchise, to not fight a mandatory, and Jamal Charlo went up to fight Rocky Fielding.
No, okay, you already fucked up that one right there.
I'm not who Fielding, who didn't put any petition in. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no fuck up. I'm bringing the point. See, you want to be you already. It ain't no fuck up. We having a conversation. You talking about fuck?
But you fucked up on your facts.
That's what I mean.
Right?
This is what it's not no facts. It's Jamal Charlo was the mandatory, right? And Canelo had just got and Canelo had got Mauricio shoot his mouth. When Canelo got that franchise, he said we didn't want to make the mandatories or put mandatories on this fight and that, and they made that Rocky Fielding fight. You know what I'm saying? Did Rocky Fielding put a petition? Did Rocky Fielding put a did any of them put a petition in to get that fight with Canelo?
Somebody gonna respond, or should I respond to this guy?
Go respond.
My question is, did any of those guys put a petition in? Of course, see that's why I know you bullshitting, bro. Because you playing the game, bro. Stop bullshitting. If you want to,
nobody bullshitting.
So what power does the franchise? So what power does the franchise even hold if they can't make fights with the other WBC champion? I don't get that. So WBC franchise champion can't make the fight either.
So you asking the wrong question in the
If they
first
said,
place.
If they said they were going to send a contract at one point.
Go ahead. I'll tell you what. I give you 20 minutes to make every excuse that you want before I fucking bury you, bro.
It ain't no excuse. I just know how Mauricio Suleiman is, bro. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, and he lied too much for me, bro.
You asked
so
me like three times, like three different questions, a million questions, and when I try to say something, you said, well, what I'm trying to say is
politic game with you, bro. I'm going to play the boxing. I'm playing real boxing, bro. We don't play boxing. I've been really with boxing. We know that Phil ain't put no petition in. Kovalev ain't put no motherfucking petition in, bro. When Canelo,
he said I play real boxing. You don't play boxing, bro.
I'm talking real boxing. Whatever the fuck. Come on, stop. Come on. It's not politics. We talking real shit. What I'm saying, Phil ain't put no petition in. Kovalev ain't put no petition in. Canelo is a franchise champion. Said I want that fight. That's the fight he got fucking made as a franchise fucking champion. So now why the fuck that shit not apply with Teofimo Lopez? Just cut the bullshit, bro. Don't come over here and do PR shit over here, bro. Take that shit over there with the man fans, bro. Just say you want to make the fight. The fight would be excellent. Because they going to lie, bro. Again, when I first came on, I called them all the fucking lie. That's when you said the first time the Teo came out, his mother said he was going to send Devin Haney a fucking contract. So now you saying he's a liar, right? You're saying he's a liar. So no matter what he say, bro, he's a liar. He sounds like, you should have got the picture I got on my screen. Ryan Garcia, the liar. Just cut it, bro. I don't want to hear no more lies. He can make the fight. Bob said he want to fight. Tell T.O. in the contract for the fight, bro. Put the fight on his ass, bro. That's your fight, favorite fighter. Tell him to fight, bro.
Go ahead, Lady Chan. I think Lady Chan wants to speak. Go ahead.
Because I just want to reinforce what DJ was saying. Like, what DJ's saying is facts, because I think one time we was on panel with Bill Haney, weren't we, DJ? And Teofimo his dad was saying that they sent through a contract. And remember, we was on panel with Bill, and Bill said there's been no contract sent. So what DJ's saying is true. Like, Bill Haney has been vocal about it. Why does when Canelo got the franchise belt, he actually ducked Charlo and moved from 160 to 168, so he didn't have to do the mandatory with Charlo. So how comes it works in that way, and that nobody's petitioning that way, but with Teofimo and Haney there has to be a petition? Doesn't make sense.
Okay, can I respond now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
Am I
DJ
right?
and yourself, and with much respect to you, y'all sound like y'all a little new to this because y'all didn't hear the conversation that were about 6 to 8 months ago with Bill Haney and Junior Lopez that I was involved with. I've spoken to Bill Haney plenty of times. I spoke to Bill Haney before fucking H Money spoke to Bill Haney. Okay,
cool.
That has nothing to do with the top. I don't give a fuck who you know who you talk to, bro.
But why do you guys
just get to the point, bro.
You see, this is haterish.
Because
You guys are really
you
gonna
trying to sneak this on it. Just say what you gotta say, my nigga. Just get to the fucking point. Just get to the point about making a fight. Optimally the fight.
You know what I'm saying?
Let him finish. Let him finish, DJ.
Get to the fucking
DJ, let him
point.
finish, Aki. Let him finish, Aki. Go ahead. Go ahead, Major. Go ahead, Major.
Who the fuck was that?
Shut the fuck up and keep talking. Shut the fuck up or keep talking. Pick one, bro. Pick one.
Nigga, come to my fucking platform and talk to me like that, bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Big fat motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch.
Yo,
bitch
this shit
ass
got
motherfucker.
heated.
No, fuck with you. Fuck you. Go sit on the 40, bitch. Go sit on the 40, bitch. So what, bitch, before you come over here, bitch. Be real man over this bitch ass motherfucker.
What you talking about?
Man, tell say what the fuck you got to say with that PR shit, bitch. Say what the fuck you got to say with that PR shit, bitch. This ain't politics. This ain't politics, bitch. This boxing.
Let's get back to boxing, though.
I want to see this. I want to kill all this noise about who Devin Haney ain't fight. If that guy picture right there, I bet you we had a nice conversation. All that jumping going on. You fat bitch.
You got mad because I cooked you a couple
dirty
times,
bitch. Go take a bath, you dirty bitch.
I cooked you a couple levels.
You ain't cooking shit. Go sit on the 40.
I made fast rotisserie style, Spanish style, Jamaican style. What you like, nigga? What you like?
Go sit 40. I beat the shit out you, though. I guarantee you that. Bitch ass motherfucker. You don't want no smoke. That's why I ain't even telling you, bro.
Moroccan
You don't want no smoke. You don't never come over this bitch. Bitch, get out of here, bro. We be cooking every time. You don't never bring your bitch ass. You ain't motherfucking talking about making Go wait. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna get this. Watch this. He never come over here. He never come over here just trying to make a fight. You's a bitch. Stop talking that bitch ass shit, boy. Yeah, money. We know what I like, bitch. I'm gonna talk, bro. Man, come on, bro. Stop it, bro. You don't want this work, bro. Hey, Bob want to fight. Tell my yo, see me the contract and send that contract over, man. You don't never come over here, bitch. Now you wanna come over here doing that PR shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Dirty bitch. Chop that bitch. Bitch ass nigga. You's a whore. Fucking whore ass nigga. Slap the shit out you, bitch. Slap the shit out you, bitch. Chopping all that bitch ass shit. Bitch, go here, rent a couch. Take your rent a couch ass somewhere, bitch. Bitch ass nigga. Punk ass nigga. You niggas whores. You niggas whore. Bitch ass nigga. Get out your nose, you dirty bitch. Dirty bitch. Go wash your fucking hands, whore. You on camera, dirty. Dirty ass nigga. Dirty ass nigga. Wash your fucking nose, dirty ass nigga. Fucking rent on top.
That's why.
Who ain't shit? Who ain't shit?
You ain't shit, nigga.
Man, you over here lying, bro. You ain't shit. Stop feeding lies to me, bro. If you was real, you would tell the truth. Don't come over here lying and shit. And nigga go and check your bitch ass. Hey, yo, put the 40s down, bro. If we come fuck with me, bro. Put the 40s down if we come talk to me, bro. Put the 40s down if we come talk to me, bro.
They gonna put your fucking lip on and shut the fuck up, cause nobody
you shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. When no nigga talk all that shit, nigga ain't gonna do shit. I promise you that, yo. So I ain't trying none of that shit. I ain't trying none of that shit. You tuck your tail every time, pussy. Shut up. Shut up.
You shut the fuck up, man.
That's why that nigga bitch shut up on the platform. You a bitch. And you started crying and shit.
You
crying ass dirt dog. You's a bitch. I ain't arguing. You ain't talking about nothing. You lying, bro. Everybody saying the same shit. Everybody saying the same shit. You lying, bro. I do whatever you say, yo, but you ain't gonna do about it. If I'm a bitch, prove it, bro. If I'm a bitch, come prove that shit, bro. If I'm a bitch, come prove it, bro. I promise you, I'll talk to you.
I hope you start a channel because we're gonna burn on your bitch ass.
Yeah. I bet you be the first one over there, pussy. I bet you be the first one over there, pussy. Bet you be the first one over there, pussy.
Hey, what's up, Lisa?
You worried about my channel already. I ain't even got one. See?
Hey, what's up?
Pussy ass. Look at that pussy ass smiling.
What's up, Major Key?
Hating ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm smiling, but you're not even
What's
on
up,
the fucking
everybody?
phone.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter,
Yo,
bro.
we got Lisa
It don't
Bells in
matter,
here.
bro.
Well, we got the Queen Lisa Bells. What's up, Lisa? How you doing?
Hey, how's everybody on the chat doing on the panel?
Good.
Well, I'm doing well. I'm doing
Hey,
well.
what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Lisa?
Oh no, I didn't mean to cut.
I'm talking to you, hey.
Lady Chan talking.
Sorry, Lisa. H Money. See, like at the end of the day, yeah, DJ's making a point, right? Major, like we want to hear what you've got to say, but you don't have to reply with aggression and disrespect. It's not about who knew Haney first and all that. All we're doing is trying to figure something out. So what we're saying is the information that we got is different from the information that we've just been told now. So you can clear it up. Paul, could you clear it up, please, without everybody disrespecting each other?
It's quite funny that he came to y'all, but he couldn't go to Bill Haney and talk to him about that fight. Why ain't he just call Bill up, bro? That's what I'm saying. He go to y'all niggas. Who the fuck is y'all, bro? No fucking body, bro. That man could have went to Bill Haney like a man and talked to Bill, bro. That's all I'm saying. Cut the bullshit out. It's y'all lying. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell us. Go talk to Bill. Make the fight. Let the fans can watch the fight, bro. That's all I'm saying. Stop bullshitting, bro.
Responding to Lady Chan.
Bullshit up, bro. Get out of here, bro. Don't talk to Bill. Make the fight. YouTube don't make fight,
and only to Lady Chan. Responding to Lady Chan and only to Lady Chan. I'm gonna
ass
respond.
nigga be lying, bro.
Look, you see what I'm saying? He keeps trying to cut me off. So responding to Lady Chan and only to
Let
Lady Chan.
him respond to Lady Chan, yo. Let's get back to boxing, yo. Let's get back to boxing. Go ahead. Go ahead, Major Key. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say, Lady Chan, is that I've already spoken to Bill plenty of times. This guy, I've also spoken to him on plenty platforms, and he doesn't respect when somebody speaks. He just wants to do this all night long. So I understand that you feel like he has a point. I've been dealing with H Money since he started his channel like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Trust me when I tell you, I've been all over the YTBC, and I've dealt with people like Dewey Jones before, and he's just a newer version of the same shitty people we've been dealing with for the last 2 years. That's it.
Bro, you would never hear me say out my motherfucking mouth, a nigga gotta go fight this guy and that guy, bro. You ain't never gonna hear me go say none of that bullshit. You ain't never gonna see me being no, you ain't never gonna see me up on this panel being no fucking hypocrite either, bro. You was a fucking clown, bro. You was a clown, bro. You the same niggas that had Johnny on your fucking platform, bro. These niggas is bitches, bro. Y'all niggas do anything for clout, bitch ass nigga. Y'all niggas fucking with that bitch ass shit, bro. You know you niggas hoes, bro. You know you niggas hoes, bro. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter what I am, bro. It don't matter what I am, yo. You not doing shit about shit, bro. So get the fuck out of here, bro. You niggas is bitches over there, bro.
Hey, I'm here to talk boxing, man. I ain't trying to. Hey, listen. Yo, listen. Hey, DJ, man. We here to talk boxing, man. People ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Please,
fuck
bro.
him, H. Fuck him, H. He don't know what the fuck he talking about, H. He
We
can't.
ain't
He never come over this bitch.
We talking boxing, bro.
Talking about bullshit, lying, bro. That's all they do is
Hey, we
lying,
talking
bro.
boxing over here,
Just
bro.
say make the fight,
Break
bro.
that shit up, man. This shit been going on for like 10
Don't
minutes.
play middleman, bro. Send the bill. You talk to
break
Bill.
that shit
You talk
up,
to Theo.
dog.
Stop playing middleman.
Break
Make a
that
fight,
shit
bro.
up. Come on, man.
Man.
We here to talk
Be a middleman ass nigga, man.
You fucking Junior.
Lying ass nigga, bro.
Yo, back to this boxing shit though. So yeah, man. Anyway, Teofimo Lopez did an interview yesterday. He said he wants to end. Yo, I'm just gonna go on mute, bro, because I was just trying to talk. Like,
but then sometimes you need to mute us, myself included. If you need to mute us,
go ahead,
mute us, man. This is, yeah, Major. Let's chop it. Let's tell us the information, please. Major.
Okay, what information would you like?
Okay, so am I right in saying that why does there need to be a petition to why does a petition need to be implemented for Haney to fight Teo? Like, this is what I'm not getting, because I've been on panels also with Bill Haney, and I know he's been very vocal before the Lenara fight that he wanted Teofimo Lopez. So I don't understand what went wrong or what can happen after they both beat whoever they're beating.
Okay.
What's the procedure, please?
Yeah, so very tricky. You're right about that. But especially with mixing up belts like that, you have to petition to fight a particular person that has a belt if you're not ranked against that person. And there was no ranking, there was no mandation, like it was not mandated for anyone to fight. So they would have had to petition for it. And Bill Haney, okay, was also on a particular channel or other channels saying the same thing. I'm telling you right now, I listened to it. H Money was there, whatever. We don't need to get into the details, but it is what it is. You have to petition for certain things, right? And especially when it's they're much confusion, and it's not Devin Haney's fault, right? The WBC is at fault. We all agree with that. The WBC is at fault.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
so if
there was a way to petition for it. That's what I'm trying to say.
And if he does petition for it, what's the likelihood that they'll be able to get that fight?
Well, that's what we're trying to do right now, because that's what Rapstar was trying to put over here. And I think everybody in YTBC that's cool with each other, including myself, and we've been arguing with each other with Bill Haney, Junior Lopez, me, H Money, Rapstar, Punch Draw. A lot of us been arguing about this shit back and forth. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he just said that he would fight Haney, Teofimo after Kambosos, he would fight Devin Haney. He said that out of his own mouth, and Junior Lopez said that last night. So guess what?
Okay.
If he lies about that, the smoke is coming right back at him after this Kambosos fight. Okay?
Got you.
That's what we're trying to establish. That's what we're trying to bring, you know what I'm saying, the focus to. That's what we're trying to do. I'm not doubting Haney at all. I've been cool about Haney the whole time. Like, of course I'm promoting Haney. He's a great skillful fighter. You know what I'm saying? I have my doubts about how far he would take it. I like him, but you know what I'm saying? I know that he's going to be a champion. No, he's already a champion, but I wanted to establish that even harder, and I feel like he can do that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of people have, like, they don't even give credit to him. And I feel like a lot of people are slipping on that, because they need to give credit to him the same way that they need to give credit to other boxers as well. That makes sense?
It's just that because with those four kings, they're all not fighting the fights that we want to see, that will actually let us know who is the true champ. So I think we're coming from a place of frustration, you know, because just get the fights on. They're all in their 20s. Are we going to have to wait till some go? Like, we've got Tank going up to 140 to fucking do a fight. Why? But he can't do the fights within the 135 that we want to see. So are we going to have to wait until everybody's older, they're at welterweight, and then we see them fight when they're 30? It's just silly. Let's get the fights
and then
on.
we would blame the Teofimos. Then we would blame the Teofimos and the Haneys, and I'll be on your same side with that. What I'm saying is that at this point right now, I feel like we should just err on the side of caution on who we blaming, because we don't even know what's going on yet. And when people try to, like, say that Major Key don't know what he's talking about just because he's being cautious and not just jumping in on some shit, to be a fanboy, then they got to chill with their own fucking perspective, and I always shut them down when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I get his point. After these fights, if Haney Lopez doesn't happen, or they don't try to make that fight, then the smoke comes back to both of them.
Yeah,
man.
It's ridiculous at this point. You got Ryan Garcia. Where does he slot into this? Because 1 minute he's mental health, ducked to his Fortuna fight, and now he's coming back, and I think he's fighting someone else. Is he not now?
No, he's not.
He's not down to fight someone else. I thought someone else was in place of Fortuna now. I'm sure.
Where Fortuna?
Maybe not confirmed, but there was.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Where does Ryan Garcia slot into this mix? Because
yeah. Fortuna, yeah. I haven't heard anything about that neither. Yeah.
No,
because he was the eliminator. So all of a sudden, everybody is just fucked up the process, and everyone's like, "Oh well, we're not fighting each other now. Here's a mandatory here. Here's Linares here. It's just all a mess. It doesn't make any sense with the 135 lot. So where does
I
Ryan
mean,
Garcia fit into this?
yeah, and in a perfect world, I mean, Tank and Ryan should be fighting. They agreed to fight on that thing, and I always said if two fighters want to fight, and the fight should be able to get made no matter what. And Ryan and Tank should have been fighting when they made that agreement on the FaceTime or whatever on Tyson's show. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't seem to be a more difficult world in boxing, these days.
Even when
And I do apologize. Shout out to everybody on the panel, by the way.
Nah, you're all good, Major. Not my brother.
Nah, man. That's good.
No, I just think Ryan Garcia just prefers being an Instagram boxer. He just wants to fucking do his fucking pad work and the speed bag, and that's it. Doesn't want to do any fights. It's just fucking lame. Lame.
You know what
making
I
the whole
smell?
division.
What you say, Rafi?
When it comes
Rafi,
to
what you say, bro?
When it comes to Ryan Garcia, you know what I smell? Pussy. How you
Dang,
how you go from
you think he's
Tank-
been capping?
Me too.
You think he
How you
lied
go
about
from
the
Tank?
mental illness?
How you
Wait,
go from
hold up.
Listen, how you go from Tank to Manny Pacquiao to now fighting your mandatory and pulling out due to anxiety? How you gonna pull out due to anxiety, bro?
Yeah, I know.
Like that's all cap.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I got a question for Major Key Johnson. So is that the new rule for the franchise champion that anybody that wants to fight the franchise champion has to petition to them?
Good question, DJ.
Well, actually,
only
Teofimo
apply-
Lopez petitioned to fight Lomachenko and get the franchise belt. So, what's your question again?
I ain't hear you. What you say?
Did you ask me if Teofimo petitioned for Lomachenko's franchise belt?
I said so. Does that mean that anybody that wants to fight the franchise champion has to petition to fight him? Being Canelo, Teofimo,
Isn't that what Teofimo? Isn't that what Teofimo did to Lomachenko? Ask H Money about that.
No. Loma said he wanted to fight Comey, or the winner of Comey and Tio won, and Loma got to fight with Tio. And then the franchise.
In order for him to get the belt, franchise belt, he petitioned for it.
I'm saying that's not what we talk. I'm not talking about the franchise. I'm talking about the other belts. So
what are the belts?
Can Tio get a voluntary? Can Tio make a voluntary fight to fight Devin Haney for his title?
Well, voluntary stands in the eyes of the challenger. That's their voluntary fight. It's not on a person that's not the champion.
So anybody that wants to fight Teofimo has to petition. Anyone, even
Not
Josh Taylor.
necessarily. If you're mandatory like Kambosos is, then no, not necessarily, because they could pay you step aside money or whatever. But when you're trying to fight for its particular belt that is not a mandatory right now, you can petition for that.
That's so how will Tio make his next fight?
You're not making any sense, because you're asking me about hypotheticals, but you're not understanding the same question that you asked me. I already answered the question.
Listen carefully. So anybody that wants to fight Tio,
somebody else, can you explain this to him?
No, you're not listening carefully. Anybody that wants to fight Tio next, let it be Jose Cepeda, or Javier Fortuna, anyone that wants to fight him, do they have to make a petition to fight him, or Tio can just go say I want to fight him? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, if they're not in a mandatory position, then and they're not a title holder or whatever, then they do have to petition to fight Tio. If I got it right.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. You understood.
So how does Tio get? So how does Tio make fights next?
Because
that's
he's going to
basically
have to still have. So it's either he takes on the people that's petitioned for him, and he agrees to fight those people, and he's still got mandatories for the other belt. So whoever's his mandatories for the other belts, I'm sure that's what he.
Or he drops them and moves up, exactly, because he's got the franchise. Exactly. That's exactly that's as simple as it gets, bro. That's what you're not understanding.
You're saying he's going to drop them. So he would drop the franchise. So if he drops all his belts in the franchise, and moves up. But if he has a franchise, my question is, if he has a franchise, that means Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez will have to petition to fight him.
No. You see, because he's moving up to their weight class, so he would get first dibs the same way Canelo got first dibs as soon as what's his name, Benavidez lost his weight or lost the belt on the scales.
He fought Rocky Fielding.
Listen, brother, he lost his weight. He lost his belt on the scales, David Benavidez, when he decided to come down from the Kovalev fight. Okay, and then they automatically his name got put in the hat because he was the friend. Bro, I got fucking videos about this 10 months ago, bro.
The franchise belt, the franchise designation allowed Canelo to make the Rocky Fielding fight instead of the Andre.
You're not listening, bro. You're asking questions, but they're not listening.
And then the Kovalev fight.
Yeah, but he's told Benavidez when he took on Ildrum. That's what I think Magic Key's getting to that point.
Yep.
When Benavidez give up his belt, Canelo got the automatic shot because he was the champion.
Franchise. Yep.
Yeah. Right, that's why he was able to move up.
Yeah, so
exactly.
Exactly.
And regardless if I dislike the belt as well, I dislike the franchise championship as well. However, that was one of the perks, so he got the first dibs on that, and then it was up to the WBC to who they named to be his opponent. They picked Adam Yildirim, so blame the WBC, and then Billy Joe the Zone and Golden Boy didn't agree on that. Hold on, the Zone and Golden Boy didn't agree on that, and so what happened was he went into litigation with them, got free of them, made another side deal with the Zone, and fought Callum Smith after that. And then a week before the fight, the WBC said, well, we also want this to be for the WBC belt. So go back in time and look at that, because I already said this on a video like 10 months ago.
We just said that all fighters have to petition to fight the franchise. Did Billy Joe have to petition to fight Canelo?
It's not mandatory.
So does Caleb plan to fight petition to fight Canelo? It's not a mandatory fight. It's not mandatory.
No, because he holds the belt. He holds the belt.
I know, but Devin Haney has the WBC world title. That's a belt.
No, it's I don't. It's complicated. I think.
Right, I mean, Rocky Fielding had the regular title when Canelo got the franchise. When Canelo was franchise with the designation, he fought Rocky Fielding for a regular title.
So
he didn't fight
you said first Devin Haney. You said first Devin Haney. So let's put on that. I'm making the point that Rocky Fielding had the regular title. You see what I'm saying? Caleb, you're not. You're really not. I'm making a clear point. But the franchise came in first place. You're not making a clear point.
First came into play. Rocky Fielding was the regular champ. He wasn't the world champ. He was a regular champ. So
you talk about like 3-4 people at a time. Let's stick to one topic. So Devin Haney,
the analogy first to make sense to me.
The world championship from the WBC, right? The world title, right? No, he had to petition to fight Teofimo Lopez. That's what it is. Okay.
All right. So now, so
that's one again, subject in itself. Unless you clarify that subject,
I'm trying to get complete answers because it's the franchise designation altogether is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, Canelo dropped his franchise, so why we still talking about Canelo? We're talking about Devin Haney and Teofimo, right?
Canelo is still the franchise champion.
No, he dropped his. I'm sorry.
No, it's still.
Yo, guys, can you correct this guy, man? I mean, I don't even know what the guy's talking about, bro.
You can actually Google it and see the franchise. Canelo's still the franchise.
Yo,
champion.
He dropped his belt already, bro. He dropped the franchise.
It was updated last month before the Yildirim fight. He was still a franchise at 160.
He's not a franchise champion, brother. I'm trying to tell you. No. He dropped that.
I think he did.
And when I get in the house, I'm gonna get on my laptop and I'm gonna post a link that shows Canelo's still the franchise champion at 160. I think I posted it multiple times before. I brought it up and said he's the franchise champion at 160. I guarantee you.
At 160, and he dropped it.
But was he ever at 160?
He never dropped it. He still has it. Above it says Jamel Charlo, and then it says franchise champion Canelo. It's on. Whoever has access to Google it, look on Boxing Scene, and they'll show you that Canelo's still the franchise champion.
Was Canelo ever franchised at 168? Was he ever the franchise champion there?
No, he was franchised at 160.
Yeah, so Rocky Fielding fight was at 168. Canelo wasn't.
Yes, 168, correct.
I thought the franchise was the reason that fight was made.
I can't remember Canelo ever being franchised.
Well, no,
that was his first fight on his own.
They said the franchise was used to make Canelo make a fight with. They said They said the franchise was made for Canelo to move up to 168 and fight Rocky Fielding for his regular title. That's what came out March 25th.
Be able to move up
Maybe,
that.
maybe he might be right. I'm not sure.
No, he's not
I
right.
know I'm right. I know I'm not lying. I'm being honest with you. I know what I'm talking about. I looked this shit up, bro. I looked this shit up. I looked this shit up, bro.
Yeah, right. Because Canelo was franchised at 160, that must have got him being able to move up and get the top shot.
Oh shit, he's right.
Yeah,
Well, who's right? Who's right, bro?
He's right. Yeah, he is still franchise.
What weight, brother? What
160.
He is still.
The 160 franchise made him able to go fight Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding had the regular title at WBC.
Bro. He dropped his sins, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He's still franchised to this day.
What's
He
the
said he
date
just
of
looked it up,
that?
though. Jose
He's still
said he looked it up,
franchised.
too.
I know what I'm talking about.
What's the date of that reporting, bro?
They update their site every week. Canelo is the franchise. Tio's the franchise, and oh man, what's the brother name? At 118. Who just beat who beat?
You're talking about Juan Francisco Estrada.
Juan, my bad. Juan Francisco. He's the franchise. He's franchise.
Canelo's franchised at 160. See, Haney and Lopez are in the same division where Lopez is franchised.
Yeah.
That's why you have to compare. You have to use comparison to Canelo at 168 and that are different.
Canelo franchised then to jump into 168.
Yeah, so that's a different scenario.
Going on to yes, different.
See, we can't really compare because Canelo was franchised at 160, but he's never fought at 166. Triple G,
and these lot are still all in 135. Yeah, and these lot are all still in 135 with a franchise champ within the 135.
Yeah, they're all still in 135.
So it's a different situation. Yeah.
But man, if Haney and Lopez both want the fight, I think it can happen. This can all be worked out. All this stuff, they can work together through their promoters or their teams. This fight can happen for sure.
But you know what? I don't know what Eddie. It's like Eddie Hearn's like because he's got Canelo. I haven't heard him talk about Haney hardly at all. Like he should be making these fights for Haney. I don't understand what he's dilly dallying about.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Do you get?
I get. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Talk about Haney enough. Make the fight. It should be easy. He made a fight with Canelo, with the biggest fucking star in boxing, but yet you're not doing that for Haney, where there's all this confusion. Just do it.
Yeah, to be fair though, Haney has got a very good fight with Linares. Like that is a good step up fight at this stage.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
He has got a good opponent next, but yeah, I'd like to see him really push
fight,
fight.
Yeah, but if you remember, Jed, before the Linares, before the Fortunas, before Tank with the Barrios, all of these lot didn't have any of these other fights tied to their name. It was Ryan Garcia won the eliminator to fight Haney. That was the whole point why he fought Callum Smith. And he won. So he was then supposed to fucking fight Devin Haney.
Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hear. Hey, my bro.
Yeah, I just want to say this real quick, bro, because I'm about to dip. I'm listening in, bro. Dewey Jones, aka Doo Jones, bro. He's a bitch, bro. Don't ever fuck with Major Key Boxing, bro. I'll fuck you up, bro. Watch your fucking mouth, bro. On some real shit, bro. I'm in Baltimore right now, nigga. What are you trying to do, bro?
What happened?
Hey, that's one of the all-star American trolls from the United States. Don't fuck with Major Key because they trolled me for like a year, and they got respect for me. I got respect for them now. That's all he's trying to let you know.
Well, go ahead, Lady Chan. I'm sorry. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah. So to my knowledge, when Ryan Garcia didn't take up the Haney fight, all of a sudden we didn't hear anything about that. Then we heard him, like you said, with Pacquiao and etc. Then it was Javier Fortuna. I didn't ever once hear Eddie Hearn interject and say, hold on, you did the Callum Smith fight to be able to fight Devin Haney. So now you have to be fighting Devin Haney. It was all left up in the air and everybody else has just got, then Cambosos came along, mandatory. Then Javier Fortuna came along for Ryan Garcia. Then Tank Mario Barrios. And then Linares for Haney. It's nothing's gone according to plan. So what I'm saying is, even if Devin Haney beats Linares and Teofimo beats Kambosos, what gives us the actual hope that they're really actually going to fight after? Because so far, it hasn't gone according to plan anyway.
Yeah, and I mean,
So I
does
don't
Eddie
have
Hearn
faith
struggle?
in it.
Does Eddie Hearn struggle to get his fighters the big fights? Because remember, he couldn't get Kell Brook, a big opponent, at 147 back in the day, and now maybe with Haney, even Andre.
Is it true Eddie Hearn ruined Kell Brook's career?
Well,
They
Kell Brook took the fight.
Didn't he give Kell Brook a fight with Ben's
Triple
Jr.?
G. Yeah, but that was
Oh.
after Triple G, and Triple G ruined it. He shouldn't have. I wouldn't say ruined his career, but Kell Brook shouldn't have fought Triple G. That was a dumb idea though to do. I mean, he moved up to middleweight 2 divisions. He never even fought at 54 before, and he threw him straight to Triple G. But Kell Brook took the fight though, so it was his decision. Can't blame Eddie alone. Kell Brook agreed to the fight, so.
Wait, so
but Eddie's made Kell Brook a lot of millions. To be fair, he's made a lot of money, but I think Eddie was greener then. This Eddie, if you can make a fight with Canelo and get Canelo to sign to you, to fucking get Devin Haney to fight who he's supposed to fight should be a fucking piss in the park.
But I get DJ's point. Kell Brook versus Golovkin, like that was a terrible fight to make. I don't know what they were thinking.
He looked good, but damn, that's a bad fight.
It was a power move. It's a massive fight.
It was, yeah.
Kell Brook didn't have to take it. At least
He didn't. He's a grown man. He's a grown man.
I got a question for Jed. So Jed, you said Eddie Hearn hasn't made pretty much the super fights for the fighters that he promotes, like Andre, Devin Haney. Would you put what about Anthony Joshua? We never got Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Right now, we're still waiting for Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury to be announced. So do you feel like Eddie Hearn's been doing a good job with Devin Haney's career? I mean, we know Haney wanted Lomachenko. That fight didn't happen. Luke Campbell got the Lomachenko fight. So, I mean, is the pressure on Eddie Hearn to give Devin Haney the Teofimo Lopez fight?
I think it is a little bit, H. I think it is. I'm not going to say he's not doing a good job with Haney's career just because it is early, but I could see what Lady's saying.
Well, let him finish, Lady Chan. Let me see what he's saying.
But I do like the Linares fight, but I want to see Eddie Hearn really push for this Teofimo or Ryan Garcia. I want to see him really push for a big opponent after this Linares, because Linares is a decent fight. I've got to give Hearn a bit of credit there. It is a good fight. It's a good step up. And it's definitely a good fight for Haney at this stage of his career. But after this, when Haney wins, I think we all think he will beat Linares, and I think he'll do a good job on Linares. He'll make a statement. I want to see Eddie push for it. I want to see Haney pushed into a big fight. I want Eddie Hearn to really push for him to get a huge super fight, whether it be Lopez, even Ryan Garcia, even Tank Davis. If they could somehow get around the politics of that. But I want to see him put Haney into a big fight after this Linares, like one of the top guys in the division.
Go ahead, Lady Chan.
Yeah, no, I agree with what Jed's saying. Like after this, we need to see Haney in the mix with the rest of the other kings. We need to see them all fighting each other. That's the whole point. Because otherwise, Teofimo said he's going up to 140 by the end of this year. So therefore, if he doesn't fight any of these cats, he's clearly ducking in a way.
I don't know. The Teo camp, they saying there's a lot of fights to be made at 135. So I don't know if it's moving up. 1 minute it's a lot of fights. The next thing is Josh Taylor. I don't know.
But DJ,
didn't he say he wants to fight?
He said it on record. He said by December he's going to 140. He wants to go to 140.
But then
just the other day on that recent live, I believe it was yesterday, he said last night that if his son, if he says all those fights at 135, he'll slap his son or some crazy shit.
What I heard was a commitment
130 fights, and he wants to make the fights at 135.
Yeah, what I heard last night was a commitment to Haney.
I heard recently come out Tio's. He made a video saying he wanted to stay at 135. He said he wanted to fight Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia.
Exactly. So I heard a commitment to Haney. So if he ducks Haney, then he's ducking. But if he's not fighting somebody else, I can't say he's ducking. If he doesn't fight Haney afterwards, he stays at 135, then he's ducking.
He also said that he wants to fight Gervonta as well.
Yeah, but he needs to fight. The question is the disputable question is Haney. So and he already admitted his father at least is talking out his ass. So if his father put him into that predicament, he's gonna have to back it up. You know what I mean? So if he's gonna be talking shit on different platforms, saying that oh, after I win this fight, I might stay here and whoop Haney's ass. Well, guess what? If you stay at this weight class after this, you're gonna have to fight Haney because otherwise, then you're ducking Haney. You know what I mean? Unless you move up. If you move up, okay, we can't really get mad at that because he's moving up because he is a big dude. You know what I mean? But if he stays at the weight class, he gotta fight Haney.
But Major, if he
agree.
moves,
Yeah, I appreciate that, Major, keeping it real.
yeah,
No,
if
that's
he moves
actually real.
without having the Haney fight, then it's a clear duck.
Yeah, I'd like to see Lopez fight Haney before he moves up. I think we need to see that fight just to erase it all out.
Yeah, he's been very vocal, saying by December he wants to be at 140. So whatever happens in between now and December, it has to be a Haney fight or a Tank fight. If he does, in my opinion, and he just moves, he doesn't take those fights and he moves straight to 140, it's a duck.
I just hope Teofimo backs up what he has been saying, honestly.
Yeah, but
Well, he's been doing it so far. He's been talking that shit, been backing it up. He talked that shit about Loma. He went in there, handled his business. So got to give him credit. He's been backing it up.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, what he's saying about Haney, like, oh, he wants to fight him. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just
he
saying,
got to back up that trash talk with Devin Haney for sure.
He wants to fight, but yeah, he's going up to 140. Well, then everybody catch him up to 140 because at 140 he's going to be a small fish in a big pond. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree.
Yeah,
So
because at 140 there's like.
Yo, hey, I always appreciate you having me on, brother. I got to bounce though, man. But don't forget to pop up on Major Key Monday. We're gonna have Ray Mercer this Monday, all right?
Yeah, former world champion, Olympic gold medalist, Ray Merciless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mercer. Shout outs to Major Key Boxing. Go check out his channel ASAP. Go subscribe to his channel.
Salute, Major Key.
No doubt. Man, love to y'all, man. I got to bounce though, all right?
I see you on Free Smoke Friday on Black and Brown.
All right, brother. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Where Lisa at?
Hey, I'm sorry. I was washing the dishes. Nothing. How's everybody?
Good.
We good. So I got a question for the panel now. Okay, we got breaking news. You know, Deontay Wilder. I heard Deontay Wilder fired his trainer JD's. So now I want to get everybody's thoughts on the panel. What's your thoughts on that, Lady Chan? You broke the news on your channel. Everybody go check out Lady Chan on YouTube right now. Subscribe to her channel. You broke the news. So, Lady Chan, what do you think about Deontay Wilder? And did he fire JD's? Is that true?
Well, I got it from IFL, who are usually quite a solid source, and they reported it. And so once I got that, I reported it. But they didn't have any quotes or direct quotes from Deontay Wilder. So if you check out my report, I state that in the report. So until there's a definite quote from Deontay Wilder, but it seems to be a solid source because IFL wouldn't report it if that wasn't the case. So stand by. I think he's heard us all banging on him and every platform banging on him for keeping JD. So I think it's a bit of damage control. So
why did he wait so long, though, Lady Chan, to fire this guy? He been got rid of Mark Breland. Now, we know that JD's is the one that inspected the gloves, and he's still there.
Yeah.
And Wilder said the gloves were loaded. So what was he waiting on? Why? I mean, I don't even know if it's true. I heard JD just took some pictures recently with Deontay Wilder. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on it is just that it's just a fucking mess. It's either one of two things. It's either he's heard everybody bang on him for, you know, throwing Mark Breland under the bus, and maybe it's a bit of damage control without saying sorry. All right, I'll get rid of JDS. We don't know if he's got rid of JDS just as a coach or is JDS not even his management. But what I was told that JDS is just out. So it's conflicting reports. Conflicting.
That's right.
If he got rid of him, it's like too little, too late. Like we don't care now. The damage has been so done. Like he should have been. JD should have been the first one to be fired. First.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
what about you, Jed? Go ahead, Jed.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that's what it might be. Maybe he got rid of him as a coach, but kept him as a manager. But maybe he's all out together. I'm not sure. But when it comes to boxing, I don't think Jay Diaz knows much about the sport. I think he's a fucking fool. I don't think I think he's a snake oil salesman. So it can't be a bad move. Because I don't think JD knows this sport too much at all. But other than that, I don't really care. I just look about. I just want to see Wilder back in the ring against a good opponent. That's all I care about with Wilder. I want to see him in there with an Andy Ruiz, a Dillian White rematch, or just a good.
Wait, hold up. And all right, do you guys believe that Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder, like, do you believe Andy Ruiz has what it takes to get in there with him?
You mean take the fight? Give him a good fight? Or do you mean will he even take the fight? Is that what you mean?
No, like I'm saying, like, do you think like he'll put in the pressure on him?
Well, that's how he's going to have to try and fight. But I mean, I don't really care. They're they're the two probably top-rated American heavyweights. So that's the fight I want to see because and it's good. That'll be a good fight for Wilder to come back and show that he's still a top contender at the division. If he knocks out Ruiz, that's good. That's a good look for him. Or Dillian White, go and knock out Dillian White. I just want to see Wilder come back and
I think Dillian
in a big
White
fight.
would be too much of a hard fight for him just to come back into. To be fair, I think he'd be better matched with Andy Ruiz because they've both been on long layoffs. You saw Andy Ruiz is not that much of an impressive win. Against who was he against again?
Ariola. Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah, you do make a good point. I just mean, I'm not too interested in who Wilder has as his trainer. I just want to see what he can do in the ring, So if he gets rid of JD, that's his business. But I wouldn't disagree with it. I think JD is a fucking fool. I think JD is an idiot.
It makes no difference now if JD is there or not. The damage has been done. Who cares? We just want to see you fight Wilder.
Yeah, that's right.
What about you, Lisa? What do you think about Wilder? Reports that Wilder fired JD's. I thought he should have been gone. Maybe now Wilder trying to get rid of him, to make a statement, but you waited so long. Like, you kept the guy and fired Mark Breland. You got rid of Breland, but you kept him. So I feel like either way, like Lady Chan said, the damage is done already. What do you think about the situation?
I really don't follow Wilder like that, so but I wish him the best, Basically. I'm being honest. I don't really follow those stories like that. I don't follow any of these boxers like that. I saw it earlier, so I don't really follow any of them. The news I get be from you guys. So, but I have been watching some of the training. They like really short clips.
It's not even
but it's looking better though. Huh?
To me, see what I've seen, even the clip that I saw today, I didn't even include it on my commentary because to me, it wasn't that impressive because his footwork is still trash. The things that he's learning is back to basics like he's an amateur. He should have been implementing those things anyway. So I can't believe nearly 36 years old and you're now going back to fucking basics. It's just fucking ridiculous, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it takes time. It's not going to be an overnight process. You have to constantly do drills.
Yeah, but he's an Olympian.
Yeah.
These things he shouldn't be relearning basic boxing fundamentals at nearly 36 years old after being an Olympian. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
For sure. We got Black Horseman in the building representing the UGC. We got DT3 the Boom Man in the building. Black? What's good, Black?
What's cracking with y'all, man? Hey, you said he
What's
fired
up,
JD's?
IFL TV. Go ahead, Lady Chan. You got it.
Yeah, that's a report coming from IFL TV that JD says and Wilder has parted ways.
IFL TV reported that.
Yeah.
I I didn't even know he could fire JD's. I thought JD's was the boss. JD's and Finkel was running the show.
No,
Can he fire
JD's is
Finkel or Shelly Finkel?
Yeah, because you can. You're mad. You're mad.
You went out, Lady Chan. You broke up.
Breaking up.
You was breaking up, Lady Chan.
Well, anyhow, man. I mean, I heard what you said, H. Man. I mean, he should have been done that. You know what I mean? He got rid of Breland first, like immediately. You know what I mean? And you know, I heard you say many times, you know, how JD's was in the back watching the hands get wrapped and all of that stuff, all cozy with Team Fury and all of that. But you know, if this is true, this is a long wait. It's a long wait to make this happen. So I don't believe
makes
it. I think,
difference, does it?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
his next fight, JD's will still be there. He'll show up.
Yeah, exactly, Black. It's like he really wanted to keep JD's, you know, but he got some negative feedback for keeping him and getting rid of Mark Breland. Now you're trying to make things right, but it's too late, bro. Your true colors already showed.
Yeah, facts.
It's too late, bro.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Get in the fucking ring ready.
Yeah, let's just get in the ring anyway. I'm sick of all this stuff with Wilder. It's gone on too long. We just want to see him in the ring, knocking someone out, putting himself back in the, standing himself as a contender. I'm hearing about who he's with or who he's fucking
exactly.
with, who he's drinking with.
This dude waited over a year to finally start training again. He should have got right back in the gym and start putting in work. Show the people that you hungry, you ready to make some adjustments, but you wait for over a year. Now you finally training with Malik Scott. Didn't you have a fixed fight with Malik Scott? That's the same guy that took a dive for you, and now that's your trainer. It just looks like a circus all around. What you say, bro?
All right. So so what you said is true, and besides. And besides,
fight with Malik Scott, bro.
No, look,
that's the new trainer.
And look, and things that
that man got grazed on the forehead and act like he couldn't get up.
He was offered by Mayweather, to be trained by her. He said no. So it's just like what?
And George Foreman. And Foreman. Every trainer reached out to Wilder, bro. I heard plenty of trainers say they want to help him.
He declined everybody to take He declined everybody to take his homie.
Yeah, he chose Malik Scott over George Foreman.
I think I don't personally have a problem with Malik Scott as a trainer. I think just the other day I was watching Crawford versus Poston, and Bomac was a heavyweight boxer. I didn't know that, and he had 7 fights, 14 losses.
Yeah, he was a fighter. Correct.
I didn't know that. I think again if what I'm saying from Wilder is progress, I don't have a problem with it. Just make the fights. I'm not displeased with what I see. I think he's almost to a point where he's unstoppable as far as skill wise. Just got to translate into the ring.
No, that's
what I'm saying.
No.
From what I'm saying, plus the power he has in that right hand, he can disguise that. Yeah, because he can become more. He's starting to get to a point where he can be deceptive as a boxer. Skill wise, and he can be a challenge for anyone.
Well, what I've seen of him hasn't been massively impressive. It's at amateur level. He's still, if you look at the latest footage,
it's subtle. It's subtle thing.
His jab is trash. That is the first fucking move
Which
that
jab?
you're supposed to. And he's
Which
not
jab,
even
baby jab?
established
Talking
jab.
about now? The jab he's using now?
Yeah, go
It's
look at what
it's not bad, but the heavyweight division isn't that. Heavyweights don't fight like the welters or the super welters in the middles. And these guys, the talent pool is kind of low. What Wilder's doing could be way more fighters.
Didn't he say that? But didn't he say that you don't need skills?
Real. With heavyweight and lower weight cats is heavyweight punch output is less. They just do less punches. But that doesn't mean that they can't box. They just throw less punches.
Wait, hold on.
But can I say this?
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, boxers change trainers. Sometimes that happens, but I never put that much emphasis on it and to talk about it. So they change trainers, and you know what I mean. It's not like not no big deal to me. You know what I mean? This happens all the time.
And
Yo,
look,
I want to welcome. I want to welcome DT3, DT3, the boom man in the building. We got the general. We got the general from the NBBC, the general from the UGC. You know what I'm saying? These are the two brothers that leading the way for this community right here. What's going on, DT3?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something real quick, real quick, because it's a lot of people that's been saying like they see Wilder hitting the mitts, and it's just like to me it's a publicity stunt. Because for one, you have Mark Breland, who is former world champion, who's done so much for the sport of boxing and has done so much in the sport of boxing. And if you were to look who has done more in the sport and for the sport, you know, Mark Breland or Malik Scott, you're gonna say Mark Breland. Who could teach Wilder any real tricks or any new real good moves to help him catapult in his career? Malik Scott or Mark Breland. We all could always agree and attest that Mark Breland is a better trainer. So what is Malik Scott doing that Mark Breland wasn't doing? Well, for one, we see Malik Scott is more of Deontay Wilder's friend. They're more friends than anything. So what you may see or what you may think is Wilder getting better, Wilder ain't getting better. What I'm saying, I say that to say this. When I see him hitting the mitts, he's making the same fundamental mistake. When he throw his jab, he bring it down low. When he throw his right hand is nice. But when he throw his jab low. When he brings it back low. So he's not getting better with his punch selection. He's not getting better with his punches at all.
Can I cook after you? Can I cook after you?
I mean, feel free. But I just wanted to make this quick point. I ain't gonna be long.
Wait, before you dip, let me just ask DT3 this. Now, what's your thoughts on Teofimo Lopez? Yesterday, he said he wants to end Devin Haney's career. Do you think he's just capping or he want that action?
He capped. To me, Teofimo cap right now. Because I feel like this. I don't think Teofimo is undisputed champion. I understand everybody can have their arguments and all that. But y'all fail to realize what that means. Undisputed. Look up the term undisputed and what does that term mean? That's rhetorical. So the fact that we are disputing who is undisputed at 135 lets me further know nobody is undisputed. When Teofimo, message to you, Teofimo, when you beat everybody and Kate, everybody got to go through you to have something in the division, then you are undisputed. If there is no other belts to have, everybody in the division have to go through you to get a belt. That's when you are considered undisputed. If we have a Devin Haney over here who is considered a world champion, and we have Teofimo who is also a unified world champion, nobody is undisputed because we still got this world champion over here in Devin Haney that you got to beat. So if Teofimo fights Kambosos, beats Kambosos, and move up, he is ducking Devin Haney. He is not the undisputed lightweight champion. He ducking the smoke. And until he beats Devin Haney, he is not the undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, okay, here's the thing, right? The last fight he had was with Lomachenko, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And he has a fight coming up with Kambosos. So I can't necessarily say that he ducked because he hasn't had a fight in between. He's coming up with it. But see, this fight right here is a where he has to fight this mandatory. And the IBF is very see the thing about the IBF, they will strip you. They don't care who you are.
He waited.
I've seen them do that.
Remember, the mandatory didn't come up until later. Now, remember, Devin Haney called them out before his mandatory was mandated. And Teofimo Lopez manager, David McWaters, he confirmed that on an interview. So Teo was playing around. So I want to go to the UGC with this. UGC Flame, what's your thoughts on Teo saying he wants Haney next? You there, Black? Come off mute, Black.
You there, brother?
He might have, he fell off. But go ahead, Jed. Jed, you could pick it up from there.
No, I was just saying, hey, you've got him there, bro. With that, you know, the fact that he waited to get that, that's what shows us. That's why I don't like this Kambosos fight, and I'm giving Teo, you know, I'm giving him some flack for taking it because it should be really Lopez and Haney, and if Lopez is saying he's going to move to 140, and he's growing out the division. He needs to make a fight with Haney as soon as possible because we need to see that. Because if he moves up and never fights Haney at 35, it's always going to be an asterisk, like a black mark that he didn't fight Haney. Lopez and Haney have to fight each other at 35, so we all know
Yeah, I
who really
agree.
is the champion. So that's what I'm saying. If they get it made after this, all good, but they have to, because like I said, this Lopez Kambosos fight, it's not a good fight. It's not good enough. After beating Lomachenko, could be in a better fight,
Okay, we got the UGC back in here. Black Horseman. So what's your thoughts on Teofimo Lopez? Yesterday, he said he wants to end Devin Haney's career. Do you think he's serious? Do you think the fight can happen next? Or is he just talking again?
He talking, bro. I don't fuck with Teofimo. He talking.
That's true.
He ain't undisputed. He don't want no smoke with Devin Haney. He probably hope he fight a bunch of exhibition fights throughout the duration of his career, man, and just claim he undisputed. And he just love attention, man. He one of them guys who just love attention, and he on that cloud. But if he want to be undisputed, he got to come down off that cloud and get that work in with Devin Haney. Point blank. Period.
Okay, and now we got. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lady Chan. Go ahead.
Mauricio Suleiman was asked, "Is Teo undisputed?" Mauricio Suleiman said he is deemed as undisputed, even though I don't agree. By the way, I don't agree.
Hey, Space Money. Remember they came out with that list, the WBC list. Why he wasn't on there?
Yeah, can I just say as well quickly, fuck Suleiman, that fat cunt is a cancer to this sport.
Yeah, I know.
For real.
It's can I say this?
Yeah, go
Suleiman doesn't determine who's undisputed.
Exactly.
It is something between it. In order to be undisputed, you have to have the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO. Now,
IBF.
Yeah, right? Yeah, the 4 major sanctioning body belts. Now the thing is that the way Suleiman presented the franchise, it didn't come across right. He didn't. It wasn't like the WBA, how they made the regular, they downgraded it and made the super. He didn't present it like that. So, and he didn't do it for all. He only did it for like a few people.
Yeah.
So the presentation was definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, H, and everybody on the panel too. Like, this is gonna be, I believe, the first Triller card where it ain't no YouTuber or no former legend who used to fight back in the day that's gonna be on the card to help this guy Teo. He gonna headline, and he really think he a superstar, pay-per-view star. Y'all think it's gonna flop? Or y'all think Teo is really that dude and he gonna really just have enormous pay-per-view numbers?
Well, all right.
Go ahead, BT. I'm
I
sorry.
think it's gonna be a flop. I think it's gonna be a flop. I think he's gonna do decent numbers, but I'm not saying he's gonna do bad numbers. But I think it's not gonna be what he's projecting it out to be. I don't see Triller like really promoting the fight. I see PBC is promoting the Nery Figueroa fight better than that. And to be honest, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Figueroa Nery fight is a big fight. But on the pay-per-view scale, and if you want to say that Teofimo is supposed to be a superstar, technically Teofimo's fight in itself is supposed to be bigger. So why is the Luis Nery Brandon Figueroa fight all over the social media right now, all over the internet, and I hardly see anything about Kambosos or anything about Teofimo? You know what I mean? It's like I just think it's gonna flop.
I think it'll tell us what.
Go ahead.
He's not a superstar yet, but I don't. I think it'll do decent. I wish him nothing but the best with on his first pay-per-view. But I don't think none of these guys do that great the first time.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So you think it was too soon, Lisa? You think it was too soon for him to for this moment, pay-per-view moment for him? It's too soon.
That was the choice he made, was based on he wanted more money, and he wasn't getting that from Top Rank, and I guess by him becoming beating Lomo and getting all them belts, I guess maybe, I don't know if they gave him a pay raise or whatever, but they was kind of not really giving him the money that he felt he deserved, so he did it another way. So, he had no choice. If you know what I mean, that's the choice. I'm not saying he didn't have a choice. That was just his choice. You know what I'm saying?
Lisa, look, this dude, brother Nooms, he said Tio is the man. He can do whatever he wants. He's franchised and ain't taking any pay cuts. He could do whatever he wants, bro. He's not Mayweather, bro. He only got 16 fights, and you saying he could do whatever he wants? Are you serious? He got to put in more work before he.
But I don't think nobody is bigger than boxing when we start saying Mayweather or whatever. See, it's just like David Ruffin. You ain't bigger than the Temptations. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Exactly. So it's just, you know what I mean? Like if we go there, you know what I'm saying? It's still boxing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and another thing is, if Tio, I'm sorry, Lady Chan, but if Tio is such a superstar like they saying, why did he have to switch his fight date? Why did he let Mayweather take his fight date away from him? Now Mayweather sabotaged your whole pay-per-view.
I don't think
Mayweather fucked it all up.
I wouldn't even say that. I think Lady Chan speaking. Lady Chan, you saying something?
known for doing that.
The same question. If it was on the same day, the Floyd Mayweather with the Teofimo, who would you guys pick to watch?
Mayweather.
Come on now.
Badu Jet was fighting Gene Pascal. I don't know, man. Gene Pascal, Badu Jet. Is Gene Pascal fighting Badu Jet?
It's the rematch.
That shit was fire. That shit was fire, yo.
I'd rather Pascal Jack than Lopez.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, look, on that Teofimo Lopez undercard, all you got is Michael Hunter fighting a bum, and we all know Michael Hunter just ducked Filip Hrgović, right? We just talked about that.
We got two ducks.
The two ducks. Go ahead, Black.
No, I just want to throw that out there. Two ducks, pay-per-view, man. Shout out. You know what I mean? That's a strong ass fucking card, man. T.O.
Hey, yo.
Let's get it.
And they took Holyfield off his undercard too. Fucked him up even worse.
Holyfield, like, I ain't gonna be on this garbage ass card.
Red Cliff Facts. He said June got 3 pay-per-views.
I'm not buying the Mayweather fight.
What'd you say, Lisa?
Mayweather pay-per-view.
Look at Red Cliff. Look at his. He said 3 pay-per-views in June.
If somebody can only afford one in June, which one do you pick?
They're all trash pay-per-views.
The tank fight is actually a legit fight. Tank Barrios, and was it Lubin and Rosario?
I wouldn't pay for it. I wouldn't pay for it though. That's not pay-per-view worth.
That's worth. I'm paying for it. I'm paying for that.
But you know what, bro? I'm gonna say this: like Teofimo Lopez had to switch. Let me say this, Lady Chan. Give me a second. He had to switch his pay-per-view for a reason. He had to switch his fight date because of Mayweather. Triller, they moved the date. They got punked by Mayweather. Now, that's for a reason. Now, when Mayweather, Jake Paul, everybody was talking about their little scuffle. No matter who likes it, who doesn't like it, everybody was talking about it. So they're going to do big
And you know what?
pay-per-views.
And you know what, H Money? That's the problem with boxing. Stuff like that.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
That's the problem with boxing. It's petty stuff like that.
Only issue I don't have a problem with Floyd did is because of the competition in boxing. A New Way is fighting on the same day as Jamal Charlo. We expect a New Way to win this fight the same way we expect Jamal Charlo to win this fight. You see what I'm saying? Now, when it comes down to the I guess because it's both pay-per-views, you know, I guess why some people are mad. I don't think he's stepping on his toes. Floyd was fighting on Sunday. You know, people said they were going to already support Tio, and we already know people going to support Floyd. So I looked at it. I looked at it as though well, Tio should have just brought in Floyd with Saturday. Everybody was going. They was going to weigh in on Saturday. Floyd and Logan. You know, after they weighed in, you know, we had a fight that night. You see what I'm saying? Wouldn't that have been a big build-up? You know, when people want to watch your fight, and then Floyd fight would have been Sunday. People might have paid. You know, I just don't understand why back out and then change dates and get scared of Floyd.
Because
you know,
listen,
it's
that's
supposed to be. It's supposed to beat him.
Mayweather, they seen how. Let me say, they seen how Mayweather had all the people talking. They seen how Mayweather and Jake Paul. They That everybody was talking about that. Now Triller was like, "Yo, we can't compete with this." That was Triller, So pretty much, DJ, you saying Triller should have stood their ground. They should have stood their ground and should have kept their fight date. But guess what? Mayweather fight was in Miami too. They was fighting in the same city. Now everybody was gonna be fucking with Mayweather.
Same city.
Nobody was gonna go to the Teofimo Lopez fight. That's why they switched it. Now you switched it to June 19th, where you got Inoue fighting, Jamal Charlo fighting, all on the same date. So you got 3 boxing fights. So either way, his fight is being sabotaged, and I don't expect a lot of pay-per-view buys. He gonna make his money. Now, congratulations to Teofimo Lopez getting close to $4 million. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, but we talking pay-per-view numbers. I don't see him doing big numbers, bro. I don't see it.
Look, there's enough money out there to be made. It's enough money out there to be made.
The real boxing fans will buy Tio regardless. They'll buy Tio. I'm not buying Floyd Mayweather's fight. I'm not buying it. I'm not.
You said buying. I'm not buying the Teal fight because it's a mandatory fight. And we paying real. I'm not paying $50, $60, $70 for no mandatory fight.
Why somebody gonna buy pay-per-view to see him fight a mandatory? That's crazy.
That's disrespectful to my intelligence. That's very disrespectful to my intelligence.
What'd you say, UGC?
For us, it's only £20.
I was just saying that that's crazy. Like we about to people gonna buy pay-per-view to see this guy fight a mandatory. So when you think
that's
about
garbage, bro. That is pretty garbage, bro.
Wait, yo.
What up, Jose? Go ahead, Jose.
How much is the fight?
I think like 50. Triller be like $49.99, something like that.
Oh, I was about to say. I thought I heard 80 for me. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
Shout out to Punch. We got Punch in the building. Yo, what up, Punch? What's good? Mr. Moonshine himself. What's good, my boy? Shout out to Punch Drunk, man.
What I'm lying about, Punch? It's a mandatory fight, Punch. I'm not buying no mandatory fight. That's facts. But makes you say it's a mandatory fight, Cambosis. I'm not lying about that.
H, I want to point this out, bro, real quick, H. Why come the WBC couldn't do for Devin Haney what they're getting ready to do for what's this guy that was the mandatory? They franchised Estrada, and the one dude got ordered to fight for the WBC regular, and they franchised him. But they said after Chocolatito and Estrada fight, the winner has to fight the winner out of what's the dude name?
Oh, I know the guy you talking about. The guy with the bumps all over. I forgot his name.
What, Casemiro? Nah, that ain't Casemiro.
No, he fought. This guy fought Triple G before.
He's from
the guy with all them bumps on his back.
He's from.
They just
Estrada and Chocolatito. They franchised Estrada to fight Chocolatito when
they said that the winner out of Estrada and Chocolatito got to fight the winner out of
Casemiro, right? Ramasai, you're right.
Ramasai versus somebody else. Yeah. But I'm like, why they didn't do that for him? They could have franchised Loma, and then the winner out of Loma and Tio would have been mandatory to fight Devin Haney and somebody else. But they didn't want to do that for Devin, though. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, man. Eddie Hearn got to do, a better job, man. You see what Eddie Hearn doing with Canelo. You know what I mean? He's working hard for Canelo. Eddie Hearn is working hard to make the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight. He needs to do the same thing when it comes to Devin Haney. He needs to push for this Teofimo Lopez fight.
I got it was Kel Brook and Harold Spence wasn't a pay-per-view fight, bro. That was shit.
It was on Showtime. It was on Showtime.
But that's free, ain't it?
Yeah, it's pay-per-view in the UK.
Yeah, it wasn't pay-per-view. Correct. It was not pay-per-view.
It wasn't pay-per-view.
Not in the UK it was.
Yo, so Punch told me, he said he talked to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez told him behind the scenes he wants Devin Haney next, that he wants that Devin Haney fight. Now, I'm excited. That's what everybody wants. Hopefully the fight can happen next. Hopefully the fight can happen next. Go ahead.
I wonder if he's gonna protect him. I wonder if he's gonna cap for him if he fucking turn the fight down. If he gonna just fucking protect him and shit. Make an excuse.
Ryan Garcia is not a pay-per-view star. Ryan Garcia has mental health issues, bro. He needs to seek mental health. It doesn't take 1 or 2 weeks to get your mental health together. You need to check in, do 7 weeks, take some pills. Whatever mental health he is dealing with, he really needs to get that taken care of, you know. We don't want to see him out here, you know, in the middle of the streets. We saw what's the guy from the NBA who they said was homeless. He was on Skid Row. We don't want to see Ryan in that type of position. So I wouldn't support Ryan right now until he really seeks mental assistance. Checks himself in. We know he's in a psych ward or something. If he's having them type problems.
So Punch got a question. He said Lomachenko versus Haney. You wouldn't pay for that one? He talking to D Jones.
Lomachenko was never a pay-per-view star. I don't think Bob is gonna make it. Bob is giving us big fights for free. I believe next week we have Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez going for free. You know, but I mean, yeah, I don't think we had to pay for it. I don't think we had to pay for no fights like that right now. Boxing's in a good place.
Only reason why people got to pay for this shit because the Triller picked the shit up.
For real.
Otherwise, it'd be on some regular fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh, so look, this is what we gonna do, man. We're gonna wrap this one up. Black and Brown Boxing. He got the Free Smoke Friday. So his show about to start right now. So everybody, let's go to Black and Brown Boxing, Free Smoke Friday. That's the after party. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that got a channel right now that's on the platform. Go subscribe to Punch Drunk Boxing. Subscribe to Lady Chan Boxing. Subscribe to the UGC Flame. Subscribe to everybody that got a channel. Major Key Boxing, Rap Star Boxing Knowledge, 24 Geezy Boxing Channel, Ignorant Boxing, Coco the Don Boxing Channel. Everybody, let's go to Black and Brown Free Smoke Friday. Let's turn it up, baby. We just getting started. We out. Free Smoke Friday, Black and Brown Boxing. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right. Peace, everyone.